It's Friday. I don't know if y'all coming in and what y'all doing. I know I said the 5 o'clock hour. That would have been 5 o'clock my time. It's 10 o'clock and on the East Coast. Y'all ain't sleep. It's Friday. I should have got me a drink. I should have sat here and got me a drink with y'all. Let's see. Hey Jordy. Hi boo. Hey boo. Hey plush skin and beauty. With your fine self. Listen. Notification gang. I had to get my glasses so I could be looking at y'all as the stuff comes through. Hey, Elise girl. Yes. Hey, Evita. Hey, y'all, come on into the room. I mean, I feel like I can't be the only one not doing that on Friday. My intent was to come in on 5 at 5, but what had happened was it didn't. What had happened was um I just it just didn't work out, right? I just was like, um, oh, I thought I had done this before so that I could be able to bring y'all in when I'm ready. I'm gonna just give it a few more minutes, right? Give it some time. Hey Amy girl. Oh my God. Okay, listen. I got my MacBook in front of me and I'm getting text messages on my MacBook. Yes, listen. Oh God, this is good. This is good. I know, y'all. What is she doing? The same thing I'm always doing. I thought I was more prepared, but I'm not. So y'all just stay with us while we, coming in and whatnot. I forgot that I couldn't put like in the comments here the link. I don't know why. But I'm not ready. Oh, I can post a comment. Okay, so I don't have to do nothing extra. I just want to let y'all come in the room. How y'all doing this Friday? Cause, yeah. How y'all doing this Friday evening? 10 p.m. in DC. Right, exactly. I got y'all. But what was you doing? Do y'all got some adult beverages with you? Like, what are you doing? Are you drinking right now or no? Should I get me a glass of something? Like, hey, fam, you chick. Hey, girl. Hey, listen, should I get me a glass of something? Should I? Because then we might really be lit and I'll be on here longer than I'm supposed to because the way my mouth is set up when I have liquor and I get to love. Oh, you got some plum wine? You know, I love a good plum wine. I love a good plum wine. Oh, what kind of jewelry you making? I'm just kind of chilling right now, but we about to get into this whole married at first sight thing. And I know the last time we did this, it got a little chaotic. I haven't even checked y'all's comments in for my review, which I was trying to get up Thursday morning, right? Or Wednesday night. You have a mimosa? Oh, you watching Bell Collective? How is that? I have not watched it. I had told myself that maybe I was gonna review it, but never got around to it. I don't know if any of y'all watch Snowfall. I'm a Snowfall fan. It comes back on the 24th of February, so I will be reviewing that. Hey, Anika, thank you, boo. I'm glad you liked it because we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about stuff that I feel like I couldn't get off my chest trying to condense it, and y'all saw that shit was a damn near an hour. Like, who gonna be listening to me for an hour? Who? Who? Like, take a break and come back, y'all. I hope. Like, take a break. Like, okay, 20 minutes was enough, and then do another 20 minutes, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, but most of it was Paige and Chris. And I feel like they are doing everybody else a disservice because the whole review is basically surrounded around them, like the whole show. So everything I had to say was about them, and I don't know because it's Friday and people I guess it's Valentine's Day weekend. People with their booze, they babes, they spouses or something. I don't know what they doing, but they doing it. So let's just start. Let's just start. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Now, just some housekeeping, and I am going to continue to come back with my little housekeeping. that says, that we are going to be kind, operate out of love and in kindness, that we are going to hear one another out, that we are going to give everybody a chance to be on if they so choose. If it's just me rambling, that's too bad. Y'all get to see me again. Just, oh, look, this is my secret hiding space over here for all my equipment. I be needing to hide that. That's where I put all my equipments and stuff. And I seen like some more lights peeking out. So I'm gonna put the link in here. Now listen, we promise. Looks like everybody in here, we promise to be kind and loving. If it gets to be like a lot of people wanting to join, listen, y'all, listen. There we go. Moving stuff around. If it gets to a place where a lot of people want to join, I'm gonna have to limit like how long 6 people, 5, 6 including me, can be on. So I'm gonna just post it because it says I can make a post a comment, boom, without me having to do it on my laptop, which hold on, y'all. Where's me and my never being prepared? But listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, can I post a comment? Can I post a comment? Paste. Boom. Bam. It's in the chat for the first time. There we go. There we go. Anika, this is another season of producers picking the wrong people for unfortunate. Yes, look at that. You guys already ready. So I don't want to talk about Chris and Paige as of yet. I want to leave them, let's go with the least interesting couple. And for me, the least interesting couple, kind of maybe sort of, would be Jacob and Haley. And the only thing that makes Jacob and Haley uninteresting is the fact that they are unmatched. Like I said, they're like 2 ships docked. One's a fucking speedboat, the other's a pirate ship. The only thing they have in common is they both sit in water. So the only thing they have in common is that they yes, Avita, we are talking about Married at First Sight. And just stay with us, okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. It's okay, because you're going to have opinions, because it's all relational. You know how I like relational stuff. It's all relational. It's all relative. Hey, Marcus. So stay, okay? Even if you don't, stay. Haley and Jacob. Like watching all y'all say paint dry, boring, squeezing juice out of a turnip, trying to get them to have some type of chemistry and conversation. I understand why he's not hasn't had any luck getting married or kind of dating or anything, for the simple fact that he's boring. He's going to talk about the same stuff over and over again. It seems like he is trying a little bit this last episode. It felt like he was trying, but I just think that he's awkward and uncomfortable. But the people that love him understand him, and maybe it's going to take him a little while to warm up. Like, he's hella quirky, and Haley is like, what are we doing? What are we doing, and why are we here? Y'all should see me trying to find how I get into another place. Oh, look, I think I might have figured it out. Let me mute it now. Boom. They need to have my monetization on, right? Let me see. But remember, Jacob said he was a little picky in the past. Right, like how? Like how? What makes you picky? What? Because for the simple fact that oh nope, this isn't where I want to be. Hold on. Y'all, y'all know. Y'all act like y'all don't know, but y'all know what y'all know, that I don't be knowing. I don't be all the way prepared. I'm trying to be able to get into Here I come. What y'all saying? Y'all saying something? So I'm gonna start. I don't want to start nothing. I already got something going. You know. I already got something going. They acting like I don't have something going already. Is this it? No. I can't fool with it right now. You like the new look? I, I've been having this for a little while. You mean like the waves in it? Girl, because I ain't combed my hair. Okay, let me get back on track before y'all leave me and I be sitting here by myself because I did not do this. And I keep saying that I'm gonna do the right thing ahead of time. Yeah. If I did it the right way, then what would you wouldn't you'd be like, we're running smoothly? Like, what's the problem? That's what you would say. But I honestly thought I had it. You know what I'm gonna have to do? Boom. I got it. I got it. I got it. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. Okay, look at that. See, I got it. I wanted to be able to come in here and do the and put the link in without me having any issues. So I'm gonna put the link in case anybody wants to join. I will make sure that you're able to get in here with me. Okay. Oh, you like my glasses? I'm about to get some new glasses, child. Watch. I got some that I need to put a lens in. Okay, back to Haley and Jacob. I don't even like Jacob's body. Like, I be looking at Jacob's body like he literally looks like Popeye in his face because of his nose. Like, all he needs is a pipe and the spinach and to be like, and I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the sailor. Like, I don't like his body. I think he needs to like work on something other than squats and push-ups and abs or whatever the hell he told her that he does. I don't like his look, but again, it's not me. It's not up to me. Haley doesn't like him. She hasn't even said that she's attracted to that man. Unless I missed it. Did y'all? I mean, in the beginning, like when they first met, I think she said that he was attractive, or no, she never said it. She never said it. Am I missing it? And Jacob's sense of humor is dry, flaky like pie crust. He is definitely different. Okay, now listen, I like raw onions. I don't eat them whole, right? But I cut them, right? And I eat a raw onion. So I'm gonna leave him alone. Amy, did it come through? You know, sometimes I gotta approve y'all messages, or they won't show up for whatever reason. Now I think Haley is pretty, but Haley was looking for someone else because Haley ain't been with nobody for a long time either. He can't get a girlfriend or wanted to. He maybe can't get a girlfriend. We don't know. Wanted to be married before 40. And then you have Haley, who is like hasn't had a relationship in 7 years. Oh no, not like an apple. I don't eat it like an apple. Like you slice it. Well, yeah, I guess so. You slice it. I might eat it with a tomato. I like raw onions on my hamburger. All of that. Like in a salad has to be raw. She said, I don't recommend doing it on a date. Listen, babe, I did 8 onions on a date and be like, I like onions. Like, this is my whole ass self. You like me or not? Let me see. Haley wants a travel companion, not a grandpa. She's like, what's her face? What was her face last year? What's her face? That was with Bryce or Brent. What's her Chris? No, that's not Christine. The other one who had her face was always all contorted. I can't think of her name, but what's her name? She's like her. She was a flight attendant, wasn't she? Like Clara. Olivia. Thank you. Yes, like she don't like him. She just wanted a travel companion so that she's not the third wheel, so that she could just say that she was married. I feel like if they had paired her with someone different, that they might have had a fighting chance, because she definitely likes her space. So I don't know. For me, they're not gonna work. Y'all, do you think she was a nurse practitioner? Come on, help me out. Does that say Katie Wee? I know they're short for something. Christine was the flight attendant. Y'all gotta help me out. Hey, J Dub. Y'all gotta help me out, okay? So, cause I be forgetting stuff. Like I be totally forgetting, and it's just it be once the season is over. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to. Here, let's do it over. Once the season is over, I be forgetting about the people and what they do and who they are. So my next couple that I'm not like really enthused about, I want them to work. I'm gonna hold out hope for Haley and Jacob. Okay, Elise. Okay, honey. Let me tell you something. If you want to hold out, if you want to wait, if you're hopeful, I just don't see it. I don't see it, and maybe I'm just being harsh. Maybe she's gonna warm up. Maybe something's gonna change. First, let me back up before we go on to my next least favorite couple, right? Or let me not say least favorite, but least interesting couple, because it's not that I don't like them. I think that they will just need time to warm up to each other. Okay. Okay, let's see. So let's stop for a second because I hear people like I'm in this Facebook group about Married at First Sight. I don't being there all the time, but you know how notifications pop up, and they were talking about the Las Vegas like this is a horrible honeymoon. Why would they choose Las Vegas? Because we're in a pandemic and Las Vegas is open, just like Atlanta is open. I feel like if we were fully open, they would not be in Las Vegas. They would have gotten to go, to Mexico or wherever the hell they be going, right? A lot of times they go to Mexico, but they would have had the opportunity to go. And I think because it's a pandemic, it is feasible. I mean, they ain't having no fun or nothing, right? Ain't nothing open. You can gamble and you can eat and you can see dolphins. I think that's it. Okay, so I want to go to my next least favorite couple, which is because there's 5 couples. So is Clara and Ryan. Though I kind of like them together. They're like the least interesting for me. She seems like she knows what she wants, LOL, and he is far from it. 40 is hard to change. Let me see. I got a 40-year-old who dressed like Jacob. The Lord himself would have had to appear to keep me. Listen, okay, so I mean, it's a thing. I don't want to say that 40 is hard to change or whatever, like, because I'm over 40. And I'm pretty free flowing like the water. I do have boundaries and expectations. So I don't want to say anything bad. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you get somebody over 40 and they stuck. I'm fun. Like, I don't know. I'll have to ask, people I've dated, take a poll and see. I'm lying. I don't have to. They all say that I'm a fun date. Nevertheless, does Ryan like Clara? That is what Alina asked. Clara has an issue with church. That's a deal breaker. His parents are pastors. Elena, Ryan is trying to keep the peace. So things about Ryan that we know for sure already is that he is kind of rigid, like in his lifestyle, right? He likes to do the same things. Everything is very routine, very a certain way. I guarantee you he's probably like sleeping with the enemy in the respect of all the labels are facing forward in his cabinet for his vegetable child. Everything has a place. That's how I feel like he is. You could not like go in there and move something and he wouldn't know. He seems very rigid. Everything is in line. He likes it like that. As a matter of fact, he did say he's particular about the things in his house. Like FAMU Chick said, he does have 2 parents that are pastors or ministers. And the fact of the matter is he's going to want his children raised in the church. She, however, is all like, they're 5 and they say they don't want to go to church, so she's not going to make them go to church. Like, she's not going to provide the structure that is required. It's pretty much how it comes across. I don't know if it's true. I don't know her, but he's going to be like, we're going to church on Sunday. The little daughter is going to be like, I don't want to go to church. I don't want to go. I hate it there. All we do is sit out there. Like, she don't not want to go. And the daughter, and Clara's going to be the first person to say, well, she doesn't have to go. And that is going to cause some discard. I believe Ryan and Clara are undercover setup couple to fail. Do you think so, Jada? Do you think so? It's not going to work with Ryan and Clara. I think. Hey, I'm saying, listen, I'm sorry you said hi earlier and I missed it. I wonder when it flipped. His mother said he was the messiest child. She did say that, Busy Blue, but she did. She said, and then I had living on his own now because it's his space. It's just him. Think about that as a single person, no kids, nobody but you. You can essentially eat and wash your one dish and your one bowl and your one plate and put it away, right? You when you could take off your clothes. I don't know. Did they say he was in the military as well? I don't know why I feel like no, that's Eric that's in the military. I think they will make it to the end. They're gonna make it to the end, Disco Sprinkles. But do you think that they are going to stay together? Ryan also presents as a person of faith in comparison to Chris, who leads with spirituality. Ryan actually conducts himself like he has the values that align with Christianity. I don't care. I don't know. I don't see him easily compromising. I don't either. I think, okay, I don't want to talk about them. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to skip that. And I swear, I think y'all scared to come in because I'm putting it in the link in the chat for y'all to join me. But I guess after that last little hoorah we had, y'all might not want to y'all might not want to join me, and that's okay. But I want you to know that there is an option for you if you would like to. Also about Ryan and Clara. So Clara's messiness, right? When she was like, I need to tell you that I'm messy, I thought to myself, you give me messy vibes. Busy Blue said, I'll hop on, but I'm a lot. How much is a lot, child? Listen, how much is a lot? You are welcome, even if you are a lot, because I'll exit you. I'm just kidding. Or am I? But you are welcome no matter what. As long as your energy is love and kindness and respectful, anybody is welcome. I'm only dealing with y'all for like an hour and a half. So the whole lot is nothing. It's nothing. And then when she was talking about she's messy, I thought you're messy and disorganized. When she said that she don't wash the dishes, I thought I could look at you and tell that when you probably go weeks without cleaning your room. It's your room, it's your house. You could do whatever you want to do. I sometimes don't make up my bed. I sometimes leave my clothes in disarray. It is my room. It is my space. But the moment that you have someone that is also entering and it becomes a shared space, you have to consider that. So there's that. Listen, you want me to put the link back in there, Amy? Anika? Girl, don't nobody care about your hair. Do you see me? Do you see me? I don't have no I only got my glasses on so I can read y'all's comments. Do you see my hair? I need to wash my hair tonight. Comb it. It seemed like it's like a cone head or something is happening, honey. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Ryan and Claire are having the serious convos real quick, which I feel like is important. It's so important that you get the stuff out the way. And honestly, let's just take a moment and ask the question for real life. When you're dating somebody, we don't even have those questions. Like, we don't talk about that stuff right away like that. You will find yourself. Thank you, Jay. You will find yourself in a space that you didn't know you were going to be in. Like, quickly, like you quickly, I don't know, sexually intimate without having important conversations about finances and children and do you want children and all of that. And the thing is, so right now, I don't know how many of you guys are like online dating and meeting people online. I'm going to raise my hand because I am. And if you happen to see my profile, listen, you think you got a shot, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, okay? Shoot your shot, because if you miss, that's on you. But it's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about in the front. We don't talk about faith. You know what I'm saying? Like religion, like spirituality, whichever way you call it. We don't talk about it because those are hard conversations that could lead to your belief system doesn't align with mine, and I like you right now, so I don't want to talk about it and chance it. But think about this: if you don't have those conversations, and then you wait until 3 months, now you really like him. You didn't smell him and stuff. He smell good. He speaks kind. And then one of your deal breakers, your non-negotiables, is the fact that he's an atheist or he's agnostic. Y'all know atheist means I don't believe in God. Agnostic means I believe in a higher power. No specific deity, etc. But there is a higher power, right? So that might be a deal breaker. He might be Muslim and you are Christian. Like, all of those things are important. But I think for Black people, that conversation does kind of seep out, because we're first believers are quick to say things like, if the Lord say the same, we say a lot of things that allude to what your faith is, right? Like, I'm more spiritual than I am religious, hands down. I feel like religion is an institution, spirituality is a relationship. I guess it depends on if you are looking to settle down or socially dating. I suppose so. I suppose that is absolutely true. But I'm gonna also say on the norm, and we can take a poll on this chat alone. We can take a poll and ask how many people are actually and it's a lot of women. I think only J-Dub is in here, but we can ask how many people are looking to have a relationship of substance, of longevity. I don't know what Ryan does. I forgot. Somebody tell Amy J what Ryan does, because I have no clue. He does something. Is it engineering? I think he's an engineer. Is he an engineer? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Somebody Google it. Somebody Google it and tell us what Ryan does. Okay, so let us talk about the next couple that really isn't so super interesting, right? Super interesting. We all love them, but okay, let me not say super interesting, because they are okay, so I'm gonna let y'all pick. Are we talking about Brianna, a project manager? Thank you, FAMU. Thank you, Marlena. So are we talking about Brianna and Vince, or are we gonna talk about Eric and Little Miss Virginia? Specifically on this episode, who are we talking about? Oh, somebody wants to come in. Who is that? Here we go. Oh, wait, did I do it? No, I didn't. Hold on. Wait, I didn't do it right. Add to stream. Did I do it? Are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you. I love watching your channel. I was in bed watching it. I was like, you know what? Let me hop on, because my partner, he's watching TV. So I was watching you laughing. So I was like, I'm just going to hop on. She preaching.
And I love when y'all hop on, because I get to see your faces. So now I feel like I really know y'all when we be talking in the comments. That's a hint for the people who scared to jump on. Okay.
She said she'll just cut us off.
Yeah. Huh?
She said she'll cut us off if she don't like us. So yeah, I made it thus far.
And though I was joking, I was low key for real. It's some truth in jest. Like, if it's too much, I'm gonna be like, goodbye. I love you, but you gotta go. It'll be nice though. It'll be all in love. So I'm gonna let you choose. Are we gonna talk about Brianna and Vincent? Or are we about to talk about Ryan and Claire? I'm not Ryan and Claire. Damn, Eric and Virginia.
Let's do Vicente and Brie. I really love them.
Vicente. Yeah.
Oh, I love me some Vicente, and she loves her man.
Vicente, because he's Dominicano. Yes. Okay, so first and foremost, I like them, right? I like them as a couple. I think that as long as they continue to communicate, that they're going to do well. Yeah. But I just want to talk about how I feel like Vince is going to let her push him constantly for a little while. Because he seems right now very much so smitten, especially after he got them cookies. So she opened up the jar and was like, "Look at the fresh baked cookies."
He was happy. I love champagne, Vanny. I don't think it was champagne, but I think that because he has the respect for. It seemed like he comes from a matriarch, as they talked about during the wedding. She's the matata now, and he's always been afraid of his grandmother since he was younger. I feel like he comes from a matriarch family where she has to take control, and I think that he would feel comfortable there. I don't know, maybe I feel like he wants someone to structure his life and to
structure his life. So you feel like he's gonna be more structured than her control, because she takes it a step for me. She takes it a step further than structure to more control, right? Okay. Structure says things should look this way. Mm-hmm. Control says these things should look this way, and that's how I like them. Like you have no input. That's just my thought. And I feel like, because especially with the two things that they talked about, what was it? About the living situation. She asked him as if she was really interested, and then was like, I want to live in a high rise. And are you okay?
But what about me? Yeah, I didn't like that.
High rise. I know you said you want a condo or a townhouse, but I want to live in a high rise. So are you okay with that? And he just seemed like he went along with it, like, sure. And then the whole kids thing. Now I'm with her though. Don't be having no kids too soon. Y'all just met each other. 2 years. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your family.
There's a timeline. I love it. I loved her. I do feel like he's gonna whatever you want, and I appreciate that in a partner sometimes. Whatever you want, Busy, you can have it. Thank God. I mean, I'm acting like I want your opinion, but I'm glad that we both know that I don't.
I'm over here having some lighting issues. Y'all don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. There we go. I can't move because anyway. So does your partner be like, oh, okay, you can have whatever you like?
Oh no, I feel like I live in a world or where people just say, you got it, Busy. And then everybody's moving around me. So I feel like I'm getting what I want, but I'm really not.
But you're
that's
not.
Okay with me. Yeah.
That's okay with you. That's okay with you. I just feel like, okay, let me just be honest. Yeah. Women do really control all the time, okay? But it's, I guess, in the way that we do it. And maybe I just don't like the way that she's doing it. Mm-hmm. Normally it's through, flirting and our feminine wiles and making it be the suggestion of, when you have that feminine energy, that's what you do. You kind of, what about, and you make it start, and I don't know. I'm going to just have to wait and see. Because I think he's going to get fed up. Like, it's not always about you.
Anika said that. She said at some point it gets old.
Right. I don't see y'all talking to J-Dub and I don't see nothing. Oh, here we go. Oh, he said, J-Dub said Vicente is passive. It was her delivery. Too harsh, fam, you chick said. Brianna doesn't project compromise. That's true. Listen.
She said she's the boss. You get what did they say that she was when they were talking about her vows or when they were reading about who she is? She's bossy. She's bossy. She's bossy. She's bossy. And they called her something at the end. She's a something boss. You get a lovable boss or something like that.
You're getting a lovable boss. I mean, you do have lovable bosses that are not controlling. And somebody just said something that I absolutely Opsian said, or maybe that's supposed to be OPPCN. I'm not sure. Y'all listen. What about the anger Vince's family member mentioned? And I feel like that anger is not like just in general. I feel like that it's not like I'm gonna just pop off like I got anger management issues. I feel like that there's something that has to happen. But this comes from a woman who manages her emotions so that she doesn't get angry, right? Mm-hmm. So she isn't like in that space. I feel like it's not gonna be. He doesn't give me I'm angry all the time, but I can get up. He gives you he's angry all the time.
He doesn't give me he's angry all the time, but the message that they gave to her was when he gets angry,
you can't calm him down.
Beware. And when it came to him, and normally people who react to that type of news, the way that he did, they more often than not are the type of people who you ain't gonna be able to calm them down. Because he was like, "That's not true. Don't listen to him." And she's like, "Well, we could communicate. That's not true." And it was just like, it was so dismissed.
It was like it was a shutdown. Don't believe it. And then you kind of think about when you see the snippets of him breaking up like Chris and Eric, you can see that he can be kind of aggressive.
He got really aggressive. He pushed him to. When I saw the clip, and I don't know if it was just me, but at first I saw him standing up and getting in between. Then it was like a rush. And I was thinking, Vicente, be careful, because you actually one of the people of color that we like. So I don't want him to get messed up over Chris shenanigans, but I think there's something there, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen when that button is pushed. I don't know if he builds up aggression, because you guys were saying that he is somewhat passive. So maybe he holds in and then he explodes. Like, I've never gotten to do what I want. I do what everyone wants. And I've always been quiet. I don't say anything. And now it's all this built up aggression that he hasn't released. Or if it's just, I don't know. I think that he's going to explode. And I think she's going to be like, what do I do here?
What's next? So you think it's a character flaw? You think it might be really?
Yeah, because he's so chill, he just goes with it. And I think that it's because there's some people like, why even argue about it? I dated someone who was just like, they're gonna keep everything. You think everything's cool, and now as soon as the a fight happens, everything for the past 6 months that you ain't know was a problem is now exploding. And it's just like, oh, well, I let you do this, and I let you do this, and I said nothing with you, and I've just been going with the. And it's not often. Yeah, it's not often. But when it happens, those people are very hard to calm down.
They are actually very, very hard to control. I'm going to have to agree. And that's probably one of those things. Let's hope they communicate and be vocal and open. Because right now, all he's doing is doting on her and saying how wonderful and how beautiful. A great match, like I want them to start talking about their non-negotiables, their expectations, like the things that they want in a relationship. Like, and I really wish, and I know that the experts know what are they called? What the hell is Pastor Cal and them called? I guess they're the experts.
Yeah, just experts.
I think that they need to come in like earlier with like those I know they come after the honeymoon, but as we can see, the honeymoon brings out all the problems, and then we come back. They're gonna go back to Atlanta and try and straighten stuff out. But they need to be asking, like, somebody needs to be there with them on the damn trip, because each year for the last few years, somebody has had a problem on that honeymoon. Every year, Greg and Homegirl, Brandon and Taylor, what's their names last year?
It's the toxic ones, Michael and let me not get started. Sorry. It's the toxic ones who had
it's always a toxic one. And so it's just, I don't know, but I'm gonna get off the soapbox about them, because I do you know what I'm saying? I do like them, and I really want, like, for me, whenever I see Black women like on these shows or whatever, even though we know it's staged, I want all Black women to find love according to them. Like, I want her to be happy. I want things to work out. And so that's how come I'm not going to say her name, because I'm not ready to talk about her yet. But it's so disappointing. It kind of breaks my heart. Let me see. Also said he looks like he would punch a wall and walk away. Now I get that. What's in your cup?
Tequila.
Now I'm feeling some kind of way. I ain't got no drink.
Are you sure? It's been a long day, and talk about these couples, okay? Especially the one we haven't even gotten to talk about yet.
No, we haven't even gotten to talk about the one that took me 25 minutes, 30 minutes to talk about. Right, and before I go any further, if people want to reach out to you, do you have a channel?
I do. It's Busy Blue. It's just my name. You can reach out to me on my channel.
Did I know that?
No, I've been following you for a while. But
did
no,
I never. Because I be feeling some kind of way when people be like, when they be like, "Oh, I got a channel." I like to follow and listen. I don't be always commenting, because I be like streaming to my TV, because I like the support. So y'all hear that?
Follow me, Busy Blue, everywhere. You can follow me. It's Busy Blue everywhere on all platforms. Your spirit is just so calming, and I feel like you're so rational when you talk about all of these topics. So it's just great to come in the room. That's what I said.
Hype me up real quick. Come on. Yeah.
That's what I said. I'll join, but I'm a lot because I know my energy is explosive. I was like, I know she's always so calm and peaceful. She's so rational.
You think so? Because over here, I be feeling real ratchet. Like I be over here, but then I do cut a lot of stuff out that y'all. Because I be over here ratchet. Like I know this whole didn't. Like they be, and I be like,
let me cut that out.
Rewind. Sometimes I let it stay. Sometimes I let it stay so y'all can see that a little bit. But then most times I'm all like, let's pull up.
You're more rational than a lot of others. So I was like, okay, I was gonna support from the back. I'm the one yelling, "You got it, girl!" in the back.
Thank you. I can't wait. I can't wait till I get off of here and follow you, and then kind of stalk you a little bit. We got somebody else wanting to join us. Look, it's Kelsey, but Kelsey be monopolizing the time. Okay, she be talking the whole time. I'm gonna just say what I say. She can hear me. Let me add her because I'm gonna give me a drink. You hear me, Kelsey, talking about you?
Mm-hmm. I heard you.
You hear me? Hold on. Y'all talk, but don't start on a new couple because I feel some kind of way because I'm the only one don't have no drink. Kelsey, you got a drink?
No, I don't have a drink.
That's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna drink for both me and you.
Amen.
I'm practicing early Lent, so y'all pray for me.
Oh, early Lent, girl. Just
finished
last night's episode. Let's talk about it. Look at Bugaboo. Bugaboo Poo is ready. I really need a drink. And I started to bring me one, but I was like, I'm gonna get me a drink. Kelsey, share with everybody what you think about who we were just talking about.
Well, Vicente and Brianna.
Yeah. Go ahead, fill them in.
I like them. I think they're really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still kind of feel like the shoe gonna drop though, because I just feel like it's going too good.
You know what? Isn't it? I want to live in a world and a realm in relationships where you can't just have romance, and it's possible, and they give me hope that it's possible. I don't want to be. I don't want to be the one that's like, something gonna happen. I feel like there's definitely some flaws that they're not saying and talking about. Do you feel like he's gonna punch holes in the wall, Kelsey?
I mean, I just think I think he the dude that's like real quiet, but then once you get him there, like it ain't no off switch. Like some people like it don't take much to set them off, but then they can just come right back down. But then the ones that like build and build and build, I feel like he's gonna be one of them ones. But I also feel like her bossiness gonna get in the way because it's cute at first, but then after a while you can tell.
Ain't never cute, Kelsey. You know that ain't cute. You know you don't like all that bossiness, girl. You know that.
I mean, at first it's cute because he's like, oh, she, da da da. But then, as a grown man, you don't like being told what to do.
I think he does. What's in your cup?
Just a little Moscato.
Amen.
Yeah, just a little light.
Do a double pour, one for me and one for you.
Yes.
Oh, you got it. I'm hoping not to finish this whole bottle sitting on this live with y'all and needing to go take a nap, child.
Nah, they are right. I mean, I'm really happy for them though, because I was really like, okay, is we gonna have another Kristen Page thing where he wanted a Rihanna but he got a Lupita? I don't know, but so far he really seems pleased with her. I think
he likes her for sure.
Yeah, I think they'll make it. I think I liked how he was able to see Paige's position. I thought that was very nice. I thought that they were both very supportive without being judgmental. Because I wouldn't have done what I would have been like.
Brie was judgmental.
They was.
It was like, but it wasn't like in a nasty way. Like it was very okay, girl, what you gonna do?
You don't think Brie was like that?
Brianna was like, girl, you need to leave.
She said, so how long was it? And when did they break up? The math not mapping. She said the math not mapping. Say it again. Now you said that they broke up. Okay. So what you gonna say before I say something? Brianna was here to solve the case. She said I like to buy a vow.
She asked all the questions Paige should have been asking.
Kelsey, put your face over.
Oh,
Your face ain't centered. Yeah, let us see all your beauties. Yeah, there you go.
You're looking good. You look
Yeah,
good. You
there
look
you
good.
go, honey. Yeah, that's what we wanted with your red lips popping.
Yeah.
I have to do a little something on Fridays.
Oh, and I want you to know, last week when I didn't show up, all I could think about was you. Like,
what did I do?
I didn't show up, so you didn't do your video. And everybody
I did do my video. Thank you very much.
It didn't come. I'm gonna have to go look. My bad. My bad.
I'll send it to you on your DMs on Instagram.
Could you please? You please? So I can watch it.
I kept my word to you and Chloe. I did.
And I want you to know that everybody was asking for your channel, so I dropped it in the comments every chance I got. And
I saw my views had went up, and I was like, now I filmed the episode for last night. I did it today, but I just haven't edited it yet. So, but I'll do that tomorrow at some point. But I've just been playing student today, so I've been a little busy.
Honey, you were playing student. You was a student, and you are excelling, and I'm so proud of you. Okay?
Oh yeah, I actually got inducted into the Honor Society, y'all.
Oh,
the Honor Society for graduate. I'm getting my master's in clinical mental health counseling. Thank you, girl. They didn't got my little $50, and I'm like, y'all want me to be a part of this, but why it ain't free?
Why it ain't free? Why I got to pay? Because I'm in the National Honor Society.
Yeah, like, why y'all $50? Like, why this ain't something that's y'all invite me? It's like when you invite somebody to a wedding, then you say it's a cash bar.
Right, it's a cash bar. You can't come in without a gift or monetary gift.
Yes.
Okay, that's exactly what that is, girl. Welcome to the party, Jordy.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You see, I went and put on a shirt for your girl because I didn't have on a shirt. So I said, let me put on a shirt for this.
You're so pretty.
Huh?
You're so pretty.
Thank you. I mean.
Thank you. You're pretty too. We're both doing our masters. Yay!
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. I have a 4.0 right now, so I'm like, oh my god.
Ooh, yeah, during the pandemic, that's good.
That's absolutely amazing. I love it.
Listen,
I'm trying.
She's married an old man and been a housewife.
Isn't that the dream?
Do what to you?
Is that what you should have did? Married an old man and been a housewife?
I would have been.
If I knew like I know now, I probably should have did it too. Okay, just but right now he wouldn't want nothing. He just be like, "Baby, walk by me."
You know what? When I was dating, somebody proposed that to me. This really old man. He was like 99, 100. Well, maybe not that old, but he was old.
You just want to smell it and look at you. Let me stop.
He was like, I just need somebody to change my Pampers and keep me company. Are you down? And I was like, oh, what? I said, excuse me.
How much was he talking, girl?
Exactly.
I didn't even bother asking because I was like, did this man just really say somebody to change my diaper?
I mean, all you had to say was you was a CNA. You a nursing assistant.
Oh, yeah, and they would have paid. That's true.
That's all you had to say. Well, nobody have looked at you sideways. What you doing on the side and nobody business.
You would have got on that last will and testament and got some funds after.
Right.
Girl, these grad school loans ain't no joke.
Right. I could have taken a couple of dirty diapers, changed a couple of dirty diapers for that.
You said we gonna hire a nurse. Absolutely. And Miss T is like, my change my Pampers. Listen, I'd probably be like, I'm gonna put somebody in here for $9 an hour, whatever they have.
I'm telling you.
You want me?
He was very forward. He was like, look, check this out, okay?
I'm lying. I probably wouldn't have done it either. I'm not gonna even play.
He was like, you're beautiful, and this is all I need. You don't have to have sex with me. All I need is your time and for someone to change my Pampers. I was just like, did this man really just?
I would have done it
immediately. Do you need to change it right now? Let's start. I wouldn't waste no time.
Yo, my auntie got this old man to the casino every day. He pay her $500.
I would do that.
Like that's all he do.
You
He a
ready?
retired teacher, and she drive him to the casino every day, Monday through Friday. And then
You ready? I'm ready.
and he
$500
gets the
a
money to
day.
gamble with too.
Should I think I make good money, but I think that's more than $500. Let me do some calculation.
Like Brianna.
What? $500 a day? That's crazy. Okay, so we did Brianna and Vincent, and let's Jordy, do you want to share anything about the two of them?
I mean, I was saying in the comments, like, I'm not as in love with them as everybody else is. Like, everyone else is, oh my God, they're the saving grace of the show. And I'm just like, are you guys mad? Like, what? And the reason is because okay, I think Brianna gets away because she's so pretty. She's just so pretty, so cute to look at. She smiles and this. So anything that comes out of her mouth, you know, like when you have a bubbly girl and they just say crazy stuff like, you know, then they get away with anything. Brianna is that, right? I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she's very bossy. She has her own set of red flags that people are ignoring. And I'm just like, it's because she's pretty. I have a feeling that she is very used to getting her way because she's so pretty.
Absolutely.
She's used to getting her way, and people just like, oh my God, yes, whatever you say, whatever you like, whatever you like. Like, this is not coming to America, lady. No, it's not whatever you like. Like, another issue I had with her is the issue of her asking questions and then already giving you the answer to the question she's asking. Like, I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you having a conversation with yourself? Why are you asking me questions? There's no point in me being here. You might as well talk to yourself.
I agree. I don't know. Ask me what I want or what I would prefer, and then tell me no. Start off with, I really would like to live in a high rise. How do you feel about that? Right. Don't ask me what I want to say. 3 options. And then be like, nope, we're gonna stay in. No,
exactly. It's all about a dialogue.
No, you're only here for moral support for the conversation that I'm having with myself, and I just need you. Because
even poor Vincent's cheek turned red. He was just like, "I'm sorry. Oh, this is the bossy you coming. Oh, hi, welcome to the conversation. Because I thought you asked me a question." And here you are now answering the question. So I'm not as gung-ho about them as everybody else is. Every single couple has a red flag. Like, I mean, big, bright, and red. Like,
she gives me Danielle vibes.
Okay, so you say every couple, right? And the 3 of you joined me after. Let me go back. What do you think? Y'all heard what I thought about my red flags for freaking frack, Jacob and Haley, right? She doesn't like him, and he's boring as shit because he likes her. He thinks that she's absolutely gorgeous and the world revolves around her. What is your red flag?
I don't think there's red flags. I feel y'all didn't feel like, tell the truth, Shane Devil. Y'all didn't feel like in this episode there was some spark somewhere that was starting to ignite just a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, but they're your baby steps. Okay, we just got married. Baby steps.
I mean, she was leaning into him on the couch. She did lean in and give him a kiss, but I think that's her trying to make an effort because she don't want that man.
When they ate dinner and they were talking, and I was like, okay, I can see a little something. It's baby steps. I feel like she's open. She's chipping away at this hard exterior that he has because he tries to. I'm seeing my pen with Brianna. He tries to stay this hard because he smiles and he goes back. Then he smiles and he goes back.
I think that he's socially awkward. I think that it's because he is socially awkward. And if you've ever been around, like I know at my job and the engineers and the people that are like really socially awkward, they cannot. When they're trying to have a conversation or be funny, they interject themselves at inappropriate times with inappropriate jokes, and you have to know and navigate that. And that's probably why I'm okay because they like me and I know how to deal with the lightsaber people.
Yeah. So I think she's getting through. I think she's tripping through. I felt like he was smiling more at the dinner. He started to joke a little bit, but then hide it. And she's just like, you know what? I can see a little something. They even held hands and they held hands like that. I said, I see something.
See, with Jacob though, his personality is just not for everybody, and his sense of humor is dry. His sense of humor is drier than a chalkboard. Like, I mean, it is dry. And I am wondering what his sweat smells like, because I'm a scent person, and I can't be around you if your house smell, if you smell, if your sweat is smelling your yes.
It smell like beef.
And I'm
but you laughing, but she right though. That's probably what it smells like. Because when you eat a lot of meat like that, that's what it smell like, meat.
It smell like meat, and it's
like, I just so
like
I just don't think his personality. I feel like Haley is way too bubbly. I think it's too vibrant and bubbly for a Jacob, and Jacob is stuck mentally in his head in a different world that doesn't exist to anybody else. So it's like nobody really gets him. I'm not necessarily saying there are blaring red flags in terms of run in the other directions. I just don't think their personalities are meant for each other. So for me, that's just.
I agree. I don't.
Yeah. Like I said, they both want to be married. These are just not. They're not the same.
No, and
they don't mesh well.
She gives me vibes like she thinks she better than him. Like when they would do the whole passport again, and where
I can see that.
I think she think a little bit more herself than what she actually is. Yeah, and I need him to grow a beard. Because
like, that would help. I don't think that's gonna help him. I think
it would get past. It would help compensate the awkwardness though, because when somebody is really like think about which I always thought he was fine, but think about Drake when he got that beard. He became somebody.
His rap
Kelsey sucks. Jacob doesn't have lips, so then if he gets a beard, he's gonna have just beard and face.
That's true, but I feel like with the body and the beard, you can make,
like a low beard, like you need a low beard,
like just like something that's real low to his face,
like a 5 o'clock shadow.
I still like
more than 5, maybe like a 10, where where it's like it's there, but it's not like a full like a thick.
Okay.
Not like a James Hart.
His body and his nose, so it's still a no.
I think she likes him like this.
That's gonna work. To me, I feel like she gonna be on some shady stuff. Like based on them previews, I feel like she gonna be on some shady stuff. I feel like she got somebody in the background.
I feel like I'll be here at the reunion to tell y'all. I told y'all that it's gonna be bumpy. It's gonna be rocky. But I feel like they'll be able to.
You really think they gonna make it?
At first I didn't, but now that I'm watching,
but I think 6 months they're gonna be done.
I don't think so. I
don't think he fits into her movie real life, like the life that she wants.
And like her
she probably
crazy.
Yeah, she has. I feel like she has an idea of a Instagram photographic type of life. She is not going to want to photograph an 80s lifestyle. Yes, because she said she loves to travel and she likes to go out and do these things. She's not going to want to take a photograph in your beach backyard, sir. Like she wants to go to someone's actual beach. She doesn't want to take a photograph in your beach backyard.
Her Puerto Rico ain't traveling.
I think she's gonna chip away from that. She's gonna chip that. Yeah, mark my words.
He doesn't seem to be as adventurous as she is. So everything is a no. When the family said, "What can I do?" Right, food and travel, and then they were like, "What? When we go, where will we go? What can we do?" And they said, "What?" She likes to dive, and he said, "Oh, I can't dive because I was hitting the ear, blah, blah, blah." That ain't what they said do. Take her diving. You don't have to dive. You can watch her and take her photo because she's a socialite or what's they call? Influencer. Influencer. My age be showing sometimes. It was socialite with what's her name? Paris Hilton back then. She's an influencer. And so just go and support her. They didn't say you had to do it. So I don't know. He doesn't.
I feel like he wants to. How you have a pool, a beach, all this type of stuff, and there's no one to share it with.
And not go outside ever.
But now he has someone to share.
I feel like he
has someone who can test him.
Okay, we're gonna see.
He needs to marry a robot, like a robot woman that he can program to the 80s.
Yeah, he's like to me, he needs somebody that's just as weird as he is. To me, he like the Bennett, but she ain't his Amelia.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and we don't have a really Amelia and Bennett couple, which we always have some type of weird kind of couple. We don't really have them, and I think that was their intent with them, and it didn't work out. Yeah, he would look like a creep That's what Penelope said. He looks like a creep.
With a V.
But Jacob wants to tell you how to get stabbed in the ear. Listen, that's what Jada said. Listen, Haley definitely wants a different lifestyle. I'm gonna agree with FAMU chick on that.
Mm-hmm.
And how can anyone? Okay, total weirdo. He called him a total weirdo. Okay. Are there no female Star Wars fans in Atlanta? Elena, baby, I don't know. It should be. I mean, because I low key nerd out. I like Star Wars, right? I don't do Star Trek, but I will watch it. Like, so there's some things about me that but I wouldn't date Jacob. Jacob wouldn't be it. Jacob being black.
So the Star Wars wasn't enough for you to like him?
Huh?
The Star Wars isn't enough for you to like him?
That's a start.
I just feel like with Jacob, there's way too many.
Somebody that's more on his speed, and and go for her.
I think Jacob has too many. He has too many blank moments, though.
Right? I like men that can do shit around the house. I like
that. Yeah, that would be attractive to me. When you can fix stuff, that's attractive.
That's if he can keep his mouth.
I feel like Jacob just like, I need somebody that we can laugh and joke around. Jacob has too many blank moments. Like, he's just like, yeah, so I like steak and I like eggs.
I feel like it's coming.
It's just like so many blank moments.
It's coming. Some people change when they get in a relationship. Like, I didn't think that the alcoholic and boy, I felt like he was going to be so turned off by her. Like, because of how they said the personality was. But now he's just like all in.
Opened up the window. We might as well talk about Eric and Virginia. Since you go ahead, we're going to open up a window and the door. Let it in now and start talking about them.
Didn't y'all think that it was going to be like, he's not going to like her?
No, I thought he was going to like her because he's still like, he just wants somebody young and fine. He won't insert a wife. Like, he didn't really care who it was. he like, for real, it was like, he gave me Olivia from last season vibes. He just wanted somebody to be at his house when he come home.
See, and I thought he was going to be very stuck and just in his ways, and that's the way his family portrayed him.
He is stuck in his ways.
He's kissing and touching and loving and.
Ma'am,
that's because he's stuck in fantasy land right now.
He do. And I don't. She's a very young 26. Like, I'm 28, which is not that far removed from 26. But like, I done left my days in the club behind. Like, I'm trying to build a career. Like, I'm trying to have some bread, and I ain't finna waste my money like on alcohol. Like,
girl, says you.
So one thing we have to remember is that they are. You know what I'm saying? So they see life a little differently than we do. Okay, I'm gonna call it spade a spade. They see life a little differently than we do. When I think about these people, I think about how as Black people, taboo sex is not something that's huge in our community. Now, I ain't against it, but in their community, it is a norm. Like, my wax lady, every time I go see her, which is every 5 weeks, she got a new man that she's screwing. I say every 5 weeks.
I mean,
that's a lot every 5 weeks, but that's your business. I'm not gonna have a new partner every 5 weeks. Talking about I'm in love every 5 weeks now. I might have a little excursion or something, but I'm not gonna be in love and I'm not gonna do it 5 weeks. So when I'm looking at these people, I'm always thinking, especially when I look at Virginia, I always think to myself. So at 26, I had a kid. At 26, I had responsibility. Even my friends that did not have children at 26 were very goal-oriented, like you and Jordy, right? We have shit to do, right? We've got plans and places to go. We are trying to create generational wealth for our family.
Right.
So they already have it. A lot of times they already know.
That's true.
So they getting ready to date. She could drink. She coming home every night and having one of these. Where at night I'm all like, I can't. I gotta sit and reply to y'all for about an hour. Then I want to go over here and look at my website, see if I got any new bookings. It's shit that I'm doing. Like, we don't have that kind of luxury to just be like, blah, blah, blah.
I don't think I think that they'll last to decision day, but I don't think they're gonna last long term because she got abandonment issues and his job just breathes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. This is what happens when I drink. Somebody just said, Ketty Wee, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. On the last live I was on, they said Eric's ex-wife was a black woman.
She said, Kelsey said, insert wife here. So it could be anybody.
That actually does not, that doesn't surprise me. And just the way the mom had like such a problem with the ex-wife, because you could tell she had beef from way back and she really wanted grandkids. Something tells me that was a little bit of a rebellion. That wasn't really you loved her. It was because to me, he give me real conservative, but low key, like behind the shed type vibes. Because like when I was watching the show, he kept looking at Brianna. I don't know if y'all noticed that. But
no, I didn't. I'm going to go back and look.
I did. I noticed that. Like he kept looking, and then like because when he was pointing, like if this is what you want, like to point at it, like it was like you trying to like you was going a little too hard for somebody that just was drunk.
He was looking at what's the foo-foo girl? What's the delusional girl name again? Paige. He was looking at her too.
Maybe that's why he's going so hard at Chris because he's like, look, I'm about to come in between to take your woman.
To me, they would have been a better matchup if you ask me. Paige and Eric would have been a better matchup, but I don't think she wanted the white man. So I
think she would have taken him. It's written. She's not writing her own story, so who knows what she would have taken.
I know. I'm sorry. At this point, it's up and it's stuck. Okay? At this point, like it's up and it's stuck because, like, maybe at home it's gonna get and then he said like he got some jealousy issues because she was talking about men and women can't be friends.
He got a lot of jealousy. He's got jealousy and control. So when you said insert wife, and he talked about how
one chance
I have rules with, right? And when she talked about the 50-50 support, and he's all like, I'm gonna support you no matter what, I thought to myself, in a minute he is going to be saying, no friends, right? Why are you hanging out all the time? He's gonna be telling her some things that's not going to work for her. And I'm not saying, so in my review, I said she does not have a problem with sharing her thoughts. I don't think she's mature, but I definitely think that she's gonna speak up for herself. I definitely feel like,
because when she said, "Is that what you do with your girlfriend?"
Yeah, I definitely think she's gonna run her mouth like and ain't gonna have no tact about it either. I don't feel like I feel like she's gonna tell her tell how she feels. Somebody said our feed is echoing. Does anybody have our video going at the same time? Like watching at the same time? Because they said we're echoing. Somebody's feed is echoing.
I do like I like her. I agree with that. And I think that's going. Well, I don't think he's going to challenge him. I think he's going to run away immediately. I don't think she's going to end it. I think he's going to be the one who's saying, "No, I can't deal."
Yeah,
because I think that she is young and she's very emotional. She's very giddy. She's very bubbly. She's very happy. And those type of people will try to make it work because they want you to understand how they feel. And he isn't a feelings person, so he's going to run away from that. And immediately, logic is logic based. He'll tell you what you want to hear, but then he's going to do what he wants to do. And I think that it's going to be a quick, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be out, but you can't be out while I'm sitting here flying the plane. So make sure you're home. And as soon as she's not home, he's not going to understand that she's alone. It's just going to be like, we're done.
I just feel like she's going to cheat on him. Like I really do.
That escalated.
No, I'm gonna tell you what, because she seems like she don't like to be controlled with the whole male friends thing. You going out, you drinking. She got abandonment issues. She get lonely. They get into a fight. She go out. Oh, one of her little homeboys. You shouldn't take that, Virginia. I always cared about you. I love you, Virginia. And then next thing you know,
I don't think she's that one.
I do.
I think she's emotionally about me. I think she's if things were different, I think she's one of those. I think that if he ever cut up and he said we on a break, I think that then she'll use those type of times.
Yeah,
I feel like she's emotional.
They a little too close because he a little too happy.
Sure.
He a little too happy. Like, sir, you wasn't happy at the wedding. You wasn't so okay with her drinking back.
I'm sorry, that's not for you. Keep talking, girl. Keep talking. I was answering somebody in the.
No, I don't. No, they give me very like surface level, like because even though she says she's not conservative, that presenting a front thing, she all about that.
You think so? With the makeup and the purple hair she had in her, I don't know.
In her own way, like how they had that argument and stuff, like same thing with Handshake when they came to the little group meeting. Oh, we together, we happy. Like we this, like no, ain't nobody that happy.
Well, they was both very intoxicated.
But before Kelsey, how I get rid of this? How I get this off of here now that I'm trying to do stuff? How I get rid of that?
Just select another comment and then unselect it. Yep.
Ah!
Yeah.
Y'all, my age be showing, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
But you fine though, girl.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Took
and
no
the
time.
30-year-olds be liking me, so.
Now, what your boys think of that?
You know what? They just want me to be happy, and whatever that looks like, they want me to be happy. So, my
said they mind their business.
She
said they mind their business.
They do mind. It's more like I'm watching you, Ma. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ma, you making, who is this? Who is this dude? I'm trying to be mindful, Kelsey. Who is this dude? I'm watching. I'm watching you, asking questions. Where y'all going? Where my youngest son is. I just want you to be happy. And if you get a boyfriend, can you make sure he knows how to cook so that he comes over and he can cook dinner? Like,
Amen.
Like my husband used to cook all the time. So I don't cook as much as he did. And he cooked everything. So no, they all right with it. Now, the 20-year-olds that be sliding up in my DMs, that's something different. I'm old enough to be your mama, son.
But you could get it. You could get it to I tell my mom all the time, my father passed, and it's been about 6 years now, and I'm telling her, lady, I don't want to have to find you alone by yourself. We don't have Life Alert. People ain't out here changing your diaper, says Jordy. So you need someone with you. Okay, she only 50, but you need somebody by your side so I know you okay.
Oh, look at me. I want to be like, how old are you, baby? Am I old enough to be your mama too? Jesus.
I'm 30. I'm 32.
Oh no, I'm not old enough to be your mama.
Yeah, okay. But I want her to be. But it's like I'll take my.
If I was fucking at 12 or 13.
It's like how Tamar used to always say, "Where your man at, Evelyn?" That's how I am with my mom, and I don't care who it is at this point. Where your man at? Okay, just where your man at. I don't want you to be alone.
Like this, some mama just asked me last week.
Who?
My mama asked me that last week.
Where your man at?
Say, Mom, I'm getting it together. He getting himself together. I'm getting myself together so that when we get together, we gonna be all right.
But we working on ourselves.
Paying my rent.
Tell her that you don't write the story.
Okay. I'm with your mom. Where your man at?
I figure I'm trying to get this degree so when she retires, she ain't got to worry about nothing. So I figure you pay my rent now, I pay your mortgage later.
Yeah,
come on, Kelsey. You pay my rent now, I pay your mortgage later. Come on, Kelsey. Listen, as long as you go, I told my oldest son, as long as you in school, I'm a care for you. But the moment you're not in school no more, that's out. That's out.
My mama dropped me off at Howard University and never came back.
Student.
Amen. That's what my mama is still. She's going to nursing school. I hope she keep doing it until the end of her life. So it's like, girl, nobody's paying that back. Okay, I'm not taking care of you, and Jordy's not changing diapers. We not doing this.
Jordy's not changing diapers.
Where your man at?
It's okay. I'll give you free mental health for all the anguish and abuse she done suffered.
Do we have anything else to say about Eric and Virginia? Oh, I had asked that question about help me, y'all.
Red flags?
Not red flags, but with Eric on my video, I had asked about the can men and women be friends, number one. And then number two was if they are friends, because the way Eric made it sound like every man has thought about fucking his girlfriend. I don't think so.
That ain't true.
I don't think that's not true.
I can't say that.
Because I tried one of my homeboys and he denied me real
one
hard.
that's been my friend since I was 17, like I mentioned. That's been friends since I was 17, but even he wanted to cross the line. Any man that I meet that I want to be friends with, they want to cross the line. Now I get that I'm the exception, right? And I got all this magical energy and everything that makes people want to be with me. But sometimes I just want a brother. But I guess that's why God gave me a real brother.
No, I think you can, because I didn't have homeboys since diaper days, and like they ain't never tried me, and they've always been like, you know, who that you dating, like who, like what's he about, you know, like let's, you know, get the business. But I tried one of my homeboys one time and he denied me so hard. He was like, Kelsey, I love you, just not like that.
Like a sister. I think it's under the conditions that you meet and that you become friends and that you foster the friendship.
I mean, we have been friends since like grade school, and he was like, nah, sis.
Yeah, if it's a one-sided thing, like, oh, I want to get to know this person, and I think we can be friends, and the other person is just like, I'm not even trying to be your friend. Like, I know you. Okay, we associates. And then they will look at the relationship different. So then maybe I would want to cross the line because we ain't friends. Okay, we talk here and there. But when you're truly friends with someone, I don't think that they want to cross the line.
No,
I think
like
you can be friends.
Like I got homeboys. I don't even look at them like that. Like it's just so gross to me.
It's nasty.
Yeah, like it's like I have a god brother.
Because I'm looking in the chat, right? And you've got a lot of people who say no, they can't be friends, and the people that I see saying no, they can't be friends are like 35 and up. Like from what I know from like previous lives and having conversations with people. Because, you know, I be talking to y'all in email and in my DMs and stuff. So I be getting to know y'all, following y'all. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at Talisa. I am Talisa Ray. I'm going to just throw that out there real quick because that's what I do. But we be having conversations. And so then I see a few that says, you know, they can be friends. And I wonder if it has something to do with, like, age. Like,
you know, a lifestyle change. There's a lifestyle change.
And where you are 20s,
different. Yeah, you're doing different things, and you're with groups of people. When you get a little older, because I've started to notice in my 30s, it's only me hanging out with one or two people. We're by ourselves. It's not when I was in my 20s. It's 6 of us getting together. We pregame and we going out, or we're all going together as a group. Now it's like, okay, I'll be back. I'm going out with Sabrina. It's like, no, you're not. You're going out with me. Like it's not the same once you get older. And then past that. What y'all doing over there? Y'all not just watching movies, okay? Or commiserating about me? No.
Well, listen. After a certain, like for me, after 35, right? I feel like if I'm saying we're platonic friends, we're platonic friends, and yeah, we over here patty caking and kicking. Yeah, you know, especially if I'm in a relationship that is monogamous, right? That it's me and you, and we together, and you know all of that. That's what we doing. Matter of fact, my bae is gonna sit in here with us because we all friends.
No, I mean it really does be like that though, because that's how my parents met through my godfather. He introduced them. Like he was friends with my mama, he was friends with my daddy, and he introduced them. So if it wasn't for a man, I wouldn't be.
And I'm just looking, they all like 35 and over. It's a no, like they cannot be friends because they. And I'm not saying that we can't be friends. Also, the caveat or the second part of that was. Are they going to try it? Because I am friends with several people that have tried it. I mean, like I said, why wouldn't
Yeah, I've been trying.
But you're an exception to the rules. So we got to take you out of
Come on, gas me up. Come on, go
we got to take you out of the equation.
Come on, go with my shit. He was friends with them both, though, is what Ops being said to you, Kelsey. J-Dub said, no new friends. And, you know, he's a man over 35, very attractive man. LB31 says, yes, they will try it. It's a solid yes. My colleagues are my only male friends, and they're married. Honey, my colleagues are my only male friends, too, and they say, you look real nice, Talisa. You smell nice. You want to go to lunch? I'm going to take
free lunch all day.
My colleagues are my colleagues. Because once this job is over,
right,
you're right there.
Yes. Including Kim Patterson said men have different opinions on this, and there's only one man other than Busy Blue, I think, in the comments. So that's always the question because we got our opinions. Like somebody also said that women can be friends where men cannot be friends. Like women will be platonic and men will be like, oh, but I was really just trying to hit that.
I think it depends on if he finds you attractive. I think that plays a role in it.
You don't want to keep around ugly friends if you're a male though, because you want to keep up the speculation around that you do that.
I mean, but it could be somebody you've been friends with since childhood, like y'all mamas is BFF. So really, she like your, like y'all know each other since diapers. So I think it just depends on like how attractive you are to that person. Like if you think that person's attractive, you may develop a little crush. See, women, we don't think more than that try.
I mean, I think that it depends on the stage you are in your life, though, because men and women can be friends. I think men and women can be friends. It depends on the stage you are in your life, right? Because if you're married, then you're going to have a different set of friends. Where it's like you're friends with a man, but he's also married to someone else, so you have couple. And
friends. Nobody's new.
But when you're single, then you might have.
No one's new.
What did you say?
I'm not married yet.
Married friends that have married friends. Okay, let me tell you something about them. They have fun together. Like I'm married and he's married, and then he's got a wife.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna just tell you what really be happening when shit don't go well in their marriage. Listen.
Oh wait, no. So not together.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I know that at any point in time, anything is possible. That's why I said it depends on the stage you are in your life. Not everybody is meant to be friends with you at every point or stage in your life. So you might have male friends in your 20s because that was okay and that was acceptable for that stage of your life. But then they might not fit into your 30s life, and they might not fit into your 40 life. It just depends on the stage. So I understand what Eric was trying to say, but I feel like he was projecting something. I feel like Eric was the end of the rejectee sectum, which is why he said men and women can't be friends because men will try it. Because he's tried it and he's been rejected.
I think that
so he's projecting that onto her.
The girl he was dealing with had one of her friends fool with him. That's what I feel like somebody he was dating. And she started talking to this my friend. He just my friend. She just my friend.
I feel like it was the ex-wife because he tried to downplay their marriage. Like, I was married for 6 years. That's a long
6 years. That's not. Yeah.
That's not no 3
months. If you did that to me, you're dead to me. Okay. If you did that to me, it was.
And that's why I feel like it was the ex-wife because of the way he just like dismissed her like she was nothing. Like 6 years is a long time, and then how long were they together before that? Right. That's 6 years plus however long they were together before that. To me, he gave me I'm gonna chop her up, put her in a suitcase, and fly her somewhere.
I don't think she had a problem with that.
No, I think Eric. I have more questions for Eric than Virginia is asking. Like the whole marriage thing, I need more clarifications because you're saying it was this no big of a deal or it was only for this amount of time, blah, blah, blah. But 6 years is a good chunk of time. 6 years is a massive chunk of time because then at that point, you know that person well, they know things about you, other people don't. You're living with that person for that amount of time. That's not child's play. So for him to say, it was a solicit thing and there was no wedding and there was no ring and blah, blah.
But y'all was married though, real life.
Exactly. That was the length of time. But when you're in the military, you get more money and benefits when you're married. So it's just like, cha-ching. So I'll do that. We do want to see each other occasionally. So cha-ching, we get that. So maybe it wasn't as serious. But you get a lot more benefits and things when you are married.
I still don't buy that as an excuse though. Like my ex-husband, I'm on the fence. My ex-husband made a friend that I didn't know about until after she got married. So that wasn't no friend. She was a side chick.
No, she wasn't. Don't do that to her. I say talk to him.
No, well, she said that was her ex-husband.
No, Elle said that was her ex-husband. So
yeah, they divorced now. She was a side chick. Because if you hiding anything from somebody, that's deceit, that's cheating. Like if you got to hide a whole person, that ain't okay.
Okay. So I also feel like when we start relationships that we need to start asking questions about what constitutes cheating in your eyes and what constitutes what is actually sex, what is actually crossing the line. I feel like those things are really important because where he felt like he could have felt like I'm hiding her because I don't want you to feel a certain way. But as you can see, for you, Kelsey, it would be, you hiding a whole ass bitch. So that means
like so we need to clear that. step into the light. I want to see what's up. Like,
see, I never look at it as we need to ask questions. I always come into a relationship and saying we need to set our ground rules.
Yeah.
And what are your rules in the relationship? What are my rules? And then if we defer, then we make sure that we set the rules together. That way, there's nothing that can come up that we're not prepared for. And it's not me badgering you about what I think you should do, but us creating a stable environment for both of us, a relationship for both of us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we get to those parts that we're not sure that we don't.
I feel like in the beginning of relationships, there's certain questions that people fail to answer. Like for me, some of the because I'm divorced now, so certain questions I ask is to make sure I don't go through what I went through in that marriage. Like, are you married? Does anyone else think they're married to you? Does anyone else think they're in a relationship with you? Are you in a relationship you don't know about? Do you have any children that you don't know about? Like certain questions.
Girl, Jordy, what happened?
Need to be.
Baby Boo say, honey, you was definitely doing all the things. What is happening, girl? What is happening? I understand you because I be over here asking the same questions, especially
you really do have to. You really do have to. Because I'm the type of person like one of my homegirls. She said that this dude only talked to her on Instagram, and I was like, he got a whole girlfriend or wife, like something. Because ain't no grown man out here without a phone.
If he does have a phone, he's because
that's what I'm saying. Like he got Instagram. So like, to answer the comment that she had about the plantation vibe, well, he could have had like a Tracy Ellis Ross or like a Hazley, type of sister, where you thought you was getting, mammy, but you got Harriet Tubman.
Are we getting to Chris and Paige? Because I thought that what was really important, Jordy. What Jordy said.
Because we didn't been on here for an hour and a half, and so I'm gonna take a pause and I'm gonna just reset the chat just for a second, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a lot to say. It's gonna be a lot to say in the comments, and people might want to join. So I am going to say this. Remember, we are doing things in love and kindness, that we are very respectful of one another's opinions, no matter how different they are than ours, right? I just want us to operate in love and understand. Today, I'm with the shits. I will shut you the fuck down. Today, I'm with the shits. I done had damn near the whole bottle.
Amen.
Everybody leave a like.
So let's go. Let's talk about Paige and Chris.
Did y'all realize that Jordy, all the questions that Jordy just asked, it says she asks, if y'all go back to when they selected the individuals and Chris was getting his haircut, that's all the questions that the expert was asking Chris while he's sat in that chair. Are you sure you're not in a relationship? Is there anyone who thinks they're in a relationship with you? No one else was asked these questions. Are you sure there's no one who thinks they're in a relationship with you? He's like, no. Are you positive about that? Yes. Well, yeah, you are, because now you get married the first time. I said, no, something about that, something in the milk ain't clean.
Something is wrong.
Because they asked no questions.
To me, they knew.
They knew.
For sure.
That was easily found information by everybody else in the world, so why they didn't find it.
The first thing I want to say though is Paige.
My son just walked in the door, honey. He done bought him something called Million Lucky. Y'all ever buy Paco Ray-Ban?
Paco Rabanne?
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
See, ooh, that smells good. Ooh!
No, girl, she said it's okay.
No, but for Paige, the first thing I want to say though for Paige is
this ain't gonna smell the same on
the man. She needs to stop calling out. Oh, sorry.
What'd you say, Jordy?
What's that say? Yeah, go ahead, Jordy.
No, I'm sorry. There was a delay, so I didn't realize you were still talking. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just rambling. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. I'll be having like a whole Tourette over here.
No, I was going to say Paige needs to stop with this. Oh, God ordained this, because I went to Jesus.com and the receptionist said they did not send you any messages, ma'am. They did not send you any packages. They did not send you any messages. So please stop opening messages from a catfish and saying it's from God, because you keep saying all of these red flags are from Jesus. Girl, no, these red flags are from the devil himself, and you need to realize that what you need to do is use your optics and see that these red flags are waving in your face, and you need to take accountability and make choices. Like, okay, yes, God plays certain things in your life to make them happen, but guess what? God also gives you options, and God also gives you the gift of making a choice. And guess
not
what?
at her church.
You
not
can
at
make
her
a
church.
choice.
Not at her church.
You can make a choice to walk away.
I don't know what church she went to, but she say absolutely busy blue. Like she said, well, God put me in this.
She
have the choice to. She have the choice to go left like Beyonce said. She have the choice to go right. She can back. She can Michael Jackson moonwalk away from Chris. She can run to the front. She have so many options of running away, but she chooses to sit in it. Paige is the type of person that chooses to sit.
Church Chris Daddy the pastor at.
Oh my! Paige is the type of person that chooses to sit in filthy things and tell you that it smells like roses. That is the type of, oh, I know this is dog poo, but I mean, God said it's roses, so it smells so good. Like that is the type of person Paige is.
Paige is too smart and too pretty to have that low of a self-esteem and self-worth.
That's what I'm saying.
Point, though, I think it's a choice, right? At this point,
it is.
At this point, I think she is making a conscious choice to break her own heart. And so every time that she, like, when we come to this next episode and he talking about he feel like he should be with the baby mama Mercedes, in my mind, you are making that choice. This is a choice that you have made, and you are deciding to stick in this. Every time he says something disrespectful, from when you knew something was off, right? Day one, you knew something was off. Then he said he wasn't attracted to you. You were unattractive for the most part, right? And then somebody, I don't know Chris, but Chris gonna come in. Hi Chris.
Defense League.
I know, it's which Chris though.
Good evening, Mama Talisa. How are you doing?
Defense is spelled wrong.
Oh, it's Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
It's the Defense League. It's Lorenzo. Lord help me, Jesus. Listen, be kind. I don't want to put you out of here, Lorenzo. You understand me? Okay? Be kind.
I think where my fear is, and I think it was what you were talking about, and I do have to get the best, so I'm gonna get off soon. Because we got to hold it down. So I think when we were talking about Clara and Ryan and people who are spiritual and people who are religious, it fears me that she's religious to a point where, like, my grandmother is still married to my grandfather, and she should have left years ago. Okay, years ago, but religion is very sacred. The Bible says this. You work through, and as I look at it as like, girl, I don't think God would do this to you, but she's like, I support my husband. I support what marriage is, the institution under God, and
it's the Southern upbringing of you stand by your man, you stick by your husband. Like, outside baby's been a thing forever. So to me, she don't love herself, because if she did, there's no way she would have stayed. And
she loves God.
I think at this point it may be for the money, because I mean, because like remember Kate from Philly said they kept asking her, did she feel safe every night, and they left her, and they told her that if she left, she'd pay $100,000. So that may have been what Paige like, listen, I'm here. It's X amount of weeks left. Let me go ahead and get my check. I already been embarrassed. The least I can do is get paid. And I don't think he wanted to tell her because he knew he wasn't gonna stay with her.
This is unfair though.
I just feel like Paige needs to stop using the Bible and God as to justify her choices. Don't bring him into that mess. Like, at this point, this is exactly your choice. This is your choice, and you cannot use God to justify.
Yeah, it's like
your decision.
Using God to justify your sins. That just don't make no sense to me. Like that, like, girl, just say you want to be married, and just say you want to be with this man. Because after I didn't gave you the cooch, and you told me you didn't find me attractive, I would have left then.
No, and when she had the nerve to say, I never wanted to sleep with nobody unless they know my middle name. So I'm just so happy you know my middle name. Are you serious?
And
like,
this is what
I said, get better standards.
Like, seriously, like, what does my middle name got to do with anything? I have people that I don't know, that don't even know my last name, that treat me bad, people that knew my whole name and birthday. Like, what difference does knowing somebody's middle name make?
You know, the
None.
thing that
Because
these
even the way she
people
make
talks,
wise
she
decisions
speaks
anyway.
with
Even
a
when your intuition, discernment, when your gut is telling you a no, you still move forward. So who cares if your name is Milana, Melania, Malia? I don't know what your name is. It don't even matter because you make bad decisions, regardless of if for the money or whatever, you know, because there is a way. Like we got to see who was Taylor and Brandon. They had went their separate ways, but they kept coming back. So they still got paid because they kept answering the questions and sitting and trying to work it out.
Yeah, like they need to do like what you call it in the NFL. I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Absolutely.
Like that was my response to everything. Like I would have pulled a Zach. I would have showed up when it was time to film. And if I had to do a little tonight, we in the guest room. You know,
that's what I would have done.
I would let it be known though that this is not. I would not be sleeping with him. I would not be asking him some questions and having myself look stupid because number one, you're not even asking the right questions. You had to wait.
No, and then he gave.
Brianna could coach you and be like, "Well, how many weeks is?" You don't even know what to ask.
Like, even her tone is insecure. Even her tone is insecure. Even the way she talks, her tone is so. She's like, I just want to know.
Yeah, it's the baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to disagree with everybody here.
Okay, Lorenzo, we're gonna give you the floor. Go. Let's see what you got to say.
Do you have to? Do you have to though?
Yes. Chris is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time. Why? He has understood how to play the game. I've said this on another channel, and I realized this since last episode 4, that either him and his spouse, Paige, are either really bad actors or they are actual stooges of the show, because many of the interactions doesn't make sense. They have really awkward conversations where they're having arguments. Paige gets upset, really upset on something that she can probably blow up if it was someone else, but then she'll always have an optimistic stance after it, and then they'll get back together. Even though everything that Chris says doesn't make any sense at all. And I think even this episode as well explained many of the things. There was too many breaks within their conversations, too many silence, too many awkward pauses. And even when he took her hand in order to go to, I think, to the bathroom to inform her, as he was passing the corner, he was laughing or smiling.
He was.
So I think this is already too dramatic.
How does that make him the GOAT though? Because
I just like him. I just like him personally.
Okay.
Apart from
I can respect that you like him because I mean, you know, you can like him, right? But the GOAT, he is not. Like he is.
Or of what? He could be the GOAT of what?
Okay, he's the GOAT. You're right. Greatest of all time in manipulation and arrogance.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he can be. Okay, I hear you. You know, Lorenzo, I'm not going to say that you are wrong in liking him because you can like him if you want to. Yeah. But no, it's a no for me. It's a no. It's a no for me. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I kept thinking about though was maybe just maybe he'll start having a different thought process until they showed me that they showed the episode, you know, the previews of the next. Yeah, I was hopeful that maybe he was coming around and trying to figure out how to operate in both spaces. But I've changed my mind since the review. I do feel like though 6 weeks prior to her being pregnant, he had no clue who Paige was, but he did know he had slept with Paige. So I mean, slept with Mercedes. Thank you, Mercedes. So I think that listen, I don't know how many men are gonna really pass up free pussy that they really, you know, I'm throwing it at you and I need consolation. I don't know many. I mean, there are some, but personally, I don't know many that are going.
It depends. It depends if I can stand you or not. Huh? It depends how my tolerance level could tolerate you after the post-nut syndrome.
To me, he wanted to prove he had control of the pitch. But one thing that I did not like was when they got to the little dinner or whatever they were at, and he was talking to her, and he was like, you know, you're a beautiful, but he was just giving her lots of affirmations that were not true and making the little eyes. And Paige was so she was buying it. Like I said in my video, she ate it up to the point. Like she ate it up to the point that she licked the bowl clean. Like she. To me, Paige just wants to be married so bad. Like a lot of women, especially women of color, like they just want to be wives. They just want to be mothers. They don't want to be the typical stereotype, you know. And I just think to me, I feel like he came on this show for clout. Like I feel like he came on the show to be famous, and
that's where my frustration is with him. One, protect Black women, and the fact that this show is for individuals who truly want to, in some way, shape, or form, want to get married. And then we have this Black man who we're calling a GOAT, no disrespect, who is utilizing this platform for whatever reason. Because knowing production, it takes at least 4 to 3 months to get this whole process together. You're interviewing, you're looking through. He knew between that timeline he done slept with someone, all of these things. And he still decides to get on the show. Then he looks this woman in the eye and say, I'm about to make money off of you. And the manipulation for someone you do not know like that, and to walk around and be on public television disrespecting this woman, I don't think he's the GOAT. And it makes it's disrespectful.
Busy Blue, you need to understand that Lifetime is in the business of entertainment. They do not care about Black women or any women's perspective.
They don't have to.
They answer to the dollar, and they answer to the ratings. This is why I was at war with many Married at First Sight reviewers for coming out after Chris since episode 1, because many had allegations but didn't have facts. But even though this fact has come out, it's still sketchy facts, because how did the production team know? And why is he?
They followed her on social media.
No, why is he so freely opening up to people that he doesn't know, and he says he's a private individual, about such a personal issue?
And I think he was recruited. I think he was a setup. And then, you know, Pastor Cal said in the past that they have a hard time finding Black men that want to marry Black women, because most Black people don't want to be on shows like that. Like they don't do The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. They don't do shows like this because we're taught like you don't air your dirty laundry. And that's essentially what this is.
And I don't think he's private, in my personal opinion. I think he's saying that now because he doesn't want the disgustingness of his past and what's going on and his sneaky ways to get out. He's the same GOAT who they kicked all his stuff out of that subway because he didn't pay those bills. And he was in newspaper article after newspaper article after newspaper article. He did a whole video with that ex-person that he proposed to. Yeah, he's so private, but it was on YouTube. I don't think he's a private person. You're on television, and the first thing you ask your wife is, "Are you a virgin? I got skills that I can teach you," while cameras are in your face, and then you say, "I don't talk about X." Which one is it? Because we didn't even cut a cake yet, and you were saying, "I could teach you something about riding this thing."
And most people who brag about teaching can't teach you nothing.
Yes,
don't need to be explained.
Chris is the GOAT.
But why?
You think differently? Come and prove it.
But why? But we have to prove. What are we proving? I think that what they want to know is why he is the GOAT, and then maybe he is the GOAT, because we think, like you said, Busy Blue, he is the GOAT of certain things. But what is he the GOAT of?
No, he is the greatest of all time, because he has trolled every single person who is watching, reviewing this show.
Okay.
To make him the center of attention.
Okay.
He's taken away from everything.
I can give you that.
Yeah,
I can give you that. Because anything else, I was probably going to be side-eyeing you. So I can give you that.
And you know, it's not. And remember, it's not his fault. It's what production decides to put in the clip. Just like let me go back about the announcing that his former fiancée was pregnant. This was a private conversation that he had with his ex. He should, like, the production team and the producers shouldn't have known this. He should have kept it private with his wife. But why and how did they know? How did they find out? And why is
they
he
found out
so
because they saw
freely?
her social media. Like they ain't that like when Pastor Cal was asking all those questions, I think they knew then, and I also think he knew too.
I don't think it's in the production.
He shared it. I really believe that he had to share it because it was going to come out eventually, and so he
didn't have an option.
He did right. He didn't have an option, so he had to say, "Let me tell them now before it comes and blows up in my face, and then it's going to be even a bigger problem." Because at this point, you can, you know, for me, if I was Paige, I would definitely walk away because you have other obligations. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I don't have time. I really want to be married and I can't waste my time on you and this bullshit because you don't like me. You think I'm ugly and you got a baby on the way. And my nigga, excuse me, Kelsey, you ugly. Okay, you ugly as fuck. I don't like your face is not asymmetrical. I don't like your droopy eyes. I don't like your nose, and I'm a big nose kind of girl. I don't like your skin. What's up with your haircut? I don't like you.
Yeah. You got a little boy body.
His chest was busting out. He said, "Oh, my chest is so big."
Listen, you look like you got 17. To me, he is someone that has had to compensate his entire life. He's somebody that used to get beat up. Like I could picture him getting beat up because like it just you ain't got no swag, and then you always name dropping, money dropping. Like anybody that's got to brag about what they have and what they can do really probably can't do nothing. And that girl, I don't think it's the sex that's good. I think it's the idea that she is holding on to. And one thing about Black women, we don't like being told we wrong. And any woman in general. And I'm sure how her family said, Paige, this ain't really what you supposed. I think she don't want the I told you so moment. She wants to be like, look, we made it. No, baby.
I think I would assume, except for with the GOAT, that people are trying out this show in order to be married at first. I would assume that people want to be married at first sight. I think it's 50-50. Paige got on the show. Yes.
Visibly, this show has a very low turnout of success each season.
That's the expert fault. I don't want to say.
No, it's not, because you can't account for human behavior. Because you can match on paper, but then how you act into each other is not going to change nothing.
I think that's the expert fault, and that's why Chris is here, and which is why I feel like they needed to. One, we are producing the show, so I'm gonna give you that. So I think that I can't stay. We cannot film you having a marriage and working something out with this woman for 3 or 4 months, however long they tried until they get to their final day. And this woman is now 6 months pregnant, and it just never so happens to come up anyway. Because now she's 6 months, and he just never had a conversation or never had to meet with someone.
She's 6 weeks, and the show was filmed for 8 weeks, and they've really been married, I say, in total probably about a week, because they never do the honeymoons right after the wedding, because people got jobs. So really, they got like 7 more weeks to go, which means she'll probably be about 13, 14 weeks. So she'll be 3.5 months. So
he got to say something.
Yeah, to me, he was never gonna say anything if he didn't have to. Like he wasn't going. And the way that he wanted to come at Eric about asking, is it his? That's a question everybody would ask. Like if you so hard,
I disagree with you, Kelsey. Yeah, that was none of their business because the man was already uncomfortable.
When you talk about things in front of people, it becomes their business. If you don't want nobody interested in their opinion, don't open your mouth to talk about it.
Okay, now Chris,
that's the only part that I agree with you.
Lorenzo,
say that again, sorry.
Okay. If we're gonna say, okay, because this is where the toss-up comes from for me. It's the double standard for me. Is he the GOAT because he's trolling and getting all of us? Or is he sitting down, he's uncomfortable, he doesn't want to talk about it? Because it can't be both at the same time. He's trolling us and making us talk about him, so he's acting this way to have us talk about him, or he's truly uncomfortable and he's going through a hard time, so people can't ask him questions and bother him. Which one is it?
Please remember, I'll be coming in and out on the different perspective on Chris. because in one point he is the GOAT and trolling. So this is a fact to me. Sorry, I shouldn't say it's a fact. It's my opinion that he is trolling. Like he and his spouse were hired in order to spice up the season. But also within a conversational aspect, when an individual already gives you so many hints that this is an uncomfortable conversation, let's move on, but you keep on pressing it, then there's an issue.
I do believe in respecting somebody's boundaries. I do believe in, if I tell you I don't want to talk about something, or that I'm fine, or that's one, I do believe that we should respect that as people. And the only thing that they don't even really get a pass, but they were drunk. Eric don't drink like Virginia. Virginia's a drinker, and he was trying to keep up with her, and they was fucked up. So
I'm sorry, I can't. The way he smiled when he went to the bed, he told his own wife, "I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk." Okay, let's do it. Okay, I think he was doing the same thing at that dinner. That's why when he felt uncomfortable, he didn't go upstairs. He went on the couch so everybody could see him pout, because he's waiting for people to ask. He's emotionally manipulative.
Tactic. Yeah.
He wasn't getting the same reception that Paige was, which you're not gonna get it because you're the one that made the screw up.
And that's what he wanted.
Sympathy.
If he was different, you know what I'm saying? If he had a different demeanor than the Chris that we see, the arrogant Chris, then he could have explained it a little differently, and people would have probably tried to sympathize with him. But because he came on here with that "I'm the nigga in charge, you need to be with me, I got all the money, everybody want me" attitude, nobody has any sympathy for him. Nobody cares.
I agree. It's his demeanor that was the problem. That was the reason he didn't get any sympathy. Because had he come in, like a Vincent and said, "Well, I did do this, even though I wasn't quite matched yet." Everybody, because remember, Deanna in the past said, "I ain't gonna talk about when the last time I had sex," and you just got caught up. Then we could say, "Well, we understand mistakes happen." You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you didn't quite know you had got picked yet, so you wasn't gonna stop living your life.
Absolutely.
So it's like, okay, I can see that. So now what you gonna do? Because at the end of the day, when he said, "Oh, it's God, wife, then your kids," that was some BS to make himself look good. That he didn't mean nothing.
Also to pull her back in, because she is God ordained this. It's our beautiful story that God is writing. I don't see anything beautiful about to happen to this story. All I see is heartbreak and turmoil and
misery.
I'm not a woman, but I had a question about anyone who has children, or any women in the chat. How did y'all feel about him consistently saying, "I got some disturbing news today"?
That was not okay with me. That was not okay with me.
He wants a baby? Considering he's been wanting a baby? That's not okay.
That's not okay. As someone that has lost a child, that is disgusting. And if I was that kid, I'd be like, my dad called me disturbing. Like, my existence is disturbing to you. To me, he wanted her to leave him. He didn't want to leave her. He wants Paige to leave him so that he can, because he wants to say, "Well, I tried to make my marriage work, even though I was
very open. I told you.
Yeah, I was honest. I was very forthcoming." No, you were not, my guy. You are a liar, and that's all you're ever.
Wait, what has he lied about? I don't understand
about
this. He's a liar.
$12,000 because you ain't made no $12,000. That's what you lied about. You lied about.
Do you have facts for that? That's a big allegation. That's a big allegation. Do you have facts to back that up?
Just like he ain't got no facts. He ain't got no facts either. But the fact remains, you an asshole.
That is the fact, that it comes with the territory of goating. To be the goat, you got to have a little a-hole.
No. He remains the GOAT by default until he is proven to be false.
To me,
well, if the bar is hell,
this is a wannabe player, a wannabe millionaire, a wannabe baller. Listen, the only thing that's real on Chris is them dry ends.
Amen.
Like
I can see everybody's point. Here I am. You ready? Here I am. I'm rational. I can see what everybody is saying. It all makes perfectly good sense. With Lorenzo saying how he's the GOAT of manipulating us into talking about him. Facts.
Absolutely.
Like he has definitely made himself the center of attention through those manipulation tactics, right? But we also know that he's full of shit and he's an asshole. That he really probably isn't about that life that he's talking about. And he should have probably, if he was going to play this role, he probably should have thought it through a little further so that he could know what a real asshole looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to be an actor, come on and act it out, because you're really kind of pretending, right? A real asshole is not going to separate himself and go manipulate and have you chase after him because he's fake crying or crying for real, whatever.
There ain't no tears.
Asshole is going to sit in it and be an asshole. Like, this is what happened. It is what it is. What you gonna do? Like, we're not gonna play.
Brett never got up and left. Brett sat in. He was I'm not doing it. I'm not playing trivia. This is trivia.
He sat there. He did. Absolutely. And so I can, the only thing that I can see is that it was 6 weeks ago, right? It was 6 weeks prior to me meeting you, but I should have been like, I didn't think I was gonna be picked. Probably because he knew that he didn't have all his ducks in a row and all the shit that he's saying about him was mismatched facts. So he probably didn't even think he was gonna get picked. Honestly, I wouldn't have picked him if I was one of the matchmakers of the producers of casting.
I don't think the experts get as much opinions as they.
No. I mean, because it's the casting. It's not even the experts, right? The experts have to deal with whoever they show up and then come up with some shit as to why they're matched. It is whoever is doing the casting that picks these people and has us looking at this. And every time I watch this show, I try and remind myself, I am only reviewing what they are showing me, the pieces and bits that they are putting together. You know, like, because there's a whole other piece that we don't know anything about. And so I try to stay in the parameters of the show, but sometimes it's hard.
It is hard, and like, you know, Karen, she was saying how like she got a bad edit and that she really does be checking on Miles, and she really do. And Miles was like, yeah, when the cameras are away, she up my butt, like I can't get no space. So to me, I just feel like we only get what we see, but I do miss the old days when it was on FYI. You could really tell people wanted to be married, but to me, I just feel like they never do Black people a service on this. I don't ever feel like we ever get.
Black people need to stop going on the show.
Or do we need representation? I think that they did the because so I'm very new to the show, but the first season that my mother showed me, there was like 3 Black couples who did really well. It was the white people who was messed up during that season. The one who was gay or alleged to be gay or whatever, but the Black people say cool. So it's possible for us to follow. I think the frustration is if we stop going on, then we'll look like Paige, looking for love or validation because we're never seeing it in our face. So now we think God got us. And he writes the story, so we got to go with it. So I'm appreciative that we do have this happening. I just don't like that we're glamorizing the fact that this Black man is treating this Black woman like that. Because if we truly want to change the narrative, we should be upset with Chris for treating a Black woman like this on national television.
Because if the situation was reversed and Chris was a white man doing this, we would be like, why is he treating this like this? Like, girl, why are you taking this? Like, don't let that white man punk you. Don't let that white man play you. Like, to me, like, if that was your sister, if that was your cousin, if that was your aunt, if that was your mama, you'd be ready to fight. And
I wouldn't. I would tell my mother, why the hell are you going on this show? And you already know the track record.
Well, we different people.
You deserve everything that you get.
Well, I know that if I was in my 20s, I probably this wouldn't be the show that I would want to go on, but I'd probably go on one of them shows. I'd go on like The Bachelor or fucking what's that one, Temptation Island. I like watching that.
I would never do The Bachelor because I know I ain't never gonna get picked.
Oh yeah, don't go on that one.
That ain't Rachel Lindsay was an enigma, and she was gonna end up with a white man anyway because they only gave her a couple of brothers. She was going. It was literally ratio. Like
in my 40s, I would do this. I think that once you've exhausted all of your options,
older people like
I would do it.
They have older people. They need somebody that's like in like to Miss Lee says like that's in their 40s that has lived life and understand what they do and don't want. Like look at Jamie and Beth. They both said they wanted kids, and then it turned out they didn't want kids. Like, you got to stop lying to these people saying that you want what you don't want, or it's a 50-50, it's I don't know. Like, because to me, I feel like Virginia could never have kids and she'd be cool with that.
Listen, and honestly, I think that sometimes these people who have never, because I've been married, right? And Jordy might be able to attest to this. Like, the first time around, if you have not done any like real work, you don't know what you go in there because you want love. I love him and I love these things about him, and you have certain expectations. The moment you no longer together, you realize, oh shit, I didn't know what the hell I wanted, because all of these things aren't what I wanted. And if I get married again, these are the things that I want. I now have a different perspective of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
so I
agree.
like sometimes we go into these relationships, and hence the reason I'm a wife coach. We go into these relationships not knowing what we want or who we are. And so we go in here and it's all
hearts and rainbows and flowers, and we just gonna be kumbaya and matching t-shirts. Like, but it like, life don't work that way. Like, to me, I feel like Virginia don't have a clue about life. I feel like Haley don't have a clue about life. I feel like Paige certainly don't have a clue about life, because she don't even have no self-respect. So at this point, it's like,
I don't know. See, because I feel like that's, and this is devil's advocate. I feel like that's okay. Like, I don't want to. I'm okay with being with someone and being a person who I don't have all life experiences, and it's about me finding someone that we can find those experiences together, or at least learn. I think that a healthy, and I've never been married, but a healthy relationship and partnership to me is that we are going to mess up, not understand each other, not know what we want. And us learning and growing and going through the process together is what the beautiful thing is throughout the process, more so than me already knowing what I want. Because I feel like in some cases, it does help people. I feel like in most cases, when you don't know, you can write it together. Or if you say, look, these were my expectations, and it's a hard pass on these, but
and
maybe we can work on flexing.
But there's a difference though between going into a relationship with a foundation of, okay, this is the gist of what I want, and having expectations. When you have expectations, you set yourself up for a certain disappointment. But when you go in with a foundation of, okay, these are my non-negotiables, and these are things I'm willing to accept in a relationship, and then as you're going, you find more things you're willing to accept and willing to deal with. Absolutely. That's different than having expectations. That's different than having expectations. If you're going with certain expectations in a relationship, you're almost always going to set yourself up to be disappointed, because you shouldn't be expecting something from someone you don't even know if they're able to provide that. So why would you go in with that type of mentality? That's rubbish.
Is there a minimum of expectations? I mean, non-negotiables?
I don't think there's a minimum. I don't think there's a maximum. I think it depends on how you want to structure your life, because there are certain things that I will not bend on. Like, for me, I couldn't be with somebody like Clara. Like, I do church. We do church. That's non-negotiable.
That's a hard path. If you don't do church, we do church, because the way she acted at that brunch when they just prayed, all they did was pray. She looked like she wanted to run for the hills, and that's not okay. Like, when you raising children, you have to be in lockstep on those types of things of how you want their religious faith to be. Now, what they do when they depart from you, it's on them. But what you raise them to be, what you train them up to be, like, train a child in the way that you wish them to be, and they will be that, is important. I don't think that they have.
And that's how we got Paige.
Good child.
That's
don't put God in that mess. Don't do that. That's the devil.
Ryan is straight up Satan.
That is Lucifer reincarnated. I'm waiting.
Ryan's family is raising a Paige.
No, I would hope not, because Ryan is going to come back now. So I'm hoping.
I think what's happening is she's taking God's word so literal
that she's not having discernment.
That and we have to remember that the Bible is a collection of stories. A collection
that was written by man.
That were written by man that are actually just like roadmaps. Okay? And you need to be able to put things together. Because the one thing I know is God is not going to have me in a place that's going to hurt me, and I'm going to have to do healing and be balled up in a ball talking about why, God. He gave me the ability to say, not this. Because now, when it's all said and done, if she decides to walk away or she decides to stay, either way it goes, she is going to be in a fetal position asking God why he would put her through this. When it actually it was a choice as part of free will.
No, but I think what the thing with Paige
gave you the red flag in the with the tattoo and I was married. And you're unattractive. He's saying stop.
And she still keeps sleeping with him. Like when she said that she didn't feel a connection. See, what she meant was she knew that he wasn't attracted to her. So she thought by having sex with him, that was gonna make him attracted to her. Mm-hmm. And like she gotta stop thinking, like we always say, oh, it's power in the pussy, it's power. Like, no, there's not really power in the because if a mother don't want you, they don't want you, no matter how much ass you throwing.
I want to know what, and maybe Lorenzo can help us with this one. What Bible or God is Chris? Because remember, he was an ordained minister. He was leading the church. He was so religious. Where's God for him? Especially when this woman keeps bringing it up. Where's what religion? Where's his background? Where's his God? Where's his faith? He said he was all into Jesus, and then she said, "We're not gonna pray before we eat this meal." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I said I was."
Thank you. Thank you for the plea.
God is great. God is good. I thought you said you was the minister.
To answer your question. To answer your question, I believe that he's currently following the dollar. Like their conversations are absolutely. No. He may be a Christian, but right now he's under employment. He's acting a role that he's been specifically picked out to be, and their conversations are just amazing to me because they have some of the most imbecilic conversations I've ever seen in the history of Married at First Sight. Even though probably the second worst cringe-worthy person will have to be what's his name? Jeffties and Shawnee's.
Jeffy and Shawnee's.
Because Jeffy was an absolute imbecile, but Chris is not an absolute imbecile. This is like, to me, I don't understand why more people don't see it, that this is really acting, but it's a bad form of acting because
that's why
he sometimes reveals himself.
For a check. But LL said,
and also we need to stop just blaming him.
Oh, I don't just blame
Paige is also played.
It's her.
Paige is also in on this.
We know that she is actually playing into this, into that behavior, into that mindset. Because honestly, I don't know which one of y'all said it. Well, she's not an idiot. You can't be an idiot as an accountant.
I said that. And LL said to ask the men, Lorenzo and Busy Blue, do y'all like women with Paige's mindset and behavior?
I think that she's also playing the role. I think that Paige is extremely intelligent. And it's very clear. And she has a lot more going for herself than that man who has a baby in a defunct subway. She's extremely intelligent. I think what she started to realize is one of us is going to have to come out of here unscathed and looking on top. And who it is going to be is me. So I'm going to let this black man act a fool, and I'm going to try to play damsel in distress through the Lord on this television show. And I truly do think that they're both acting. I just feel like they're not on the same script. He's trying to be this other person, and she's like, oh, I see exactly what you're doing. That's when he cries and he does all this, she's just like, what's troubling you, dear? Tell me what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like at first she was, in it to win it. Then when she realized he really didn't care for her and all this she was like, well, I gotta be here.
She can say, I tried everything. I gave it to him. I've worked on myself and I tried, and we can see documentation of her truly acting vulnerable, being there. When he gets up, she follows him. She does all of this stuff, and he won't come out on top. So I think she's using this to her advantage. If they did a second chance, I'll say Paige is the number one person everybody's looking for right now.
She's the
Let me try and answer. Let me try and answer to Kelsey's
Go ahead, Lorenzo.
To Kelsey's question. I think to me, in my opinions, Paige is probably the perfect woman for me because I do like my Black Christian Baptist Christian fundamentalist women. But also to answer Ella LL, she said that finally that I'm saying something that we can all agree on. I don't say things just to agree with people. I challenge your perspective, and I'm going to continue saying that. Like, it's just sad because the both of them are actors. They are playing their role.
You know, I'm going to have to say this, Lorenzo. I was watching a commercial the other day for edibles, I believe it was, the fruit edible thing. And who but none other than Tamika from Put a Ring on It was on the commercial as an actress. And all these people, for the most part, are actors and actresses. They do choose people. Some people are chosen on random, right? For instance, when I went on whatever show I was on about, Phone Swap, there we go. The guy they put me up against was an actor. I'm a real person. You're looking through my real phone, all in my real business with all my booze and shit, exposing me, and he gets to come on here with a fake phone, with no information. So of course, when I see this, I cap because you got an old flip phone. Like I go into like, is this a Boost Mobile? Like I have to protect myself because this is my real life. And so part of it says to me, Chris may be an actor, but maybe Paige isn't.
He is, because he has a reel on YouTube. He's like an actor reel on YouTube. I saw it the other day when I was like looking at the little fiance video. Like it's in like the recommended or whatever on the side. He has an actor reel. So I think to me, and then when I looked at the fiance's like Facebook, like on the Married at First fan page, it said that she was a content producer for the NBA.
Who was?
Mercedes. She's a content producer for the NBA. So to me, I feel like productions, like they're all the same people. Like that world is small. So like whether it's sports production, television production, like they all went to Clark Atlanta. They all went to Spelman. They all went to Morehouse.
Girl.
Like
y'all not gonna do my HBCUs. I went to the illustrious Howard University. Okay, so those are my brothers and sisters.
I'm from a family of HBCUs, and I can say that everybody, we all know each other.
That's true. That is
all
true.
Know each other.
I felt I took offense for a second. My bad.
Like my mom went to ASU, my brother went to A&M. Like, come on, like you all know each other, and I'm from 45 minutes from Atlanta. Like. Everybody know each other. Like it's not a surprise. Like Atlanta's not that big. Just like I live in New Orleans and one of my best friends works with Imani. Like it's not that removed. It's like Kevin Bacon, 7 degrees. So to me, I feel like that I don't know if she was hired, but I know he was hired at like it was a throwaway. I feel like the fiance getting pregnant was a slip up. Like I feel like they still together. Low key, and I feel like this was some mess.
I don't think she was hired. Y'all saw that backyard thing when she was doing
no,
with her mom and her sister,
Paige was hired,
where she got
I definitely
selected.
feel like Chris was. I feel like they couldn't find nobody for her, but they had already chosen her. I feel like the person that they originally had for her backed out, and they had to kind of scramble right quick and find somebody.
Don't scramble for me. Only thing I like scrambled is my eggs, and I don't even like that. I like them sunny side up because I like the sun. So listen, don't scramble no eggs for me. Leave me. I don't need to be the 5th person to have me on here looking foolish.
But no,
don't have me looking foolish.
And see, to me, like I feel like if they couldn't have found Paige somebody, then they should have just found 2 white people and brought them on and called it a day.
You don't listen.
Because I'm sure they had plenty of that.
Because, honestly, I'm embarrassed as a Black person to watch both of them on both sides of the spectrum, right?
Yes.
Even if it is a ploy, they're acting, I'm embarrassed. Like I was embarrassed about the girl with the gorilla glue on there. I'm embarrassed that you didn't read the back of that fucking. I'm embarrassed that you would act this way.
And you should know that
Talisa Ray,
hair is an extension of skin.
Talisa Ray, the
Yes,
woman with the gorilla glue is not a girl. She is a grown woman.
Oh wait, she not the
And
goat?
also,
is she not the goat as well? Because she done got.
She is the goat of stupidity, my friend.
Oh, the misogyny jumped out.
But she didn't got all the clout that you
the
could ever put in a few minutes talking about.
No, it's called.
Stiffwear. Got her some free.
No, it's right. I agree with you, Talisa. It was for a publicity
like 12
stunt.
Grand from that GoFundMe.
How many?
It was a publicity stunt.
She got like 12 grand from that GoFundMe, or was it 25 grand? Like she got some bread from that
got
GoFundMe,
money,
and then
she got Beyonce's stylist, hairstylist that was gonna help her out. She got
think it was
medical
13.
service. Yeah, and she's been able to get over $1 million and a producer, but she not the GOAT.
And the thing was, the hospital that was near her, they told her it was gonna take 3 hours to get it out, and she declined services from them. To go and get the free service from the butt doctor in Beverly Hills. Well, shout out to him, because anytime that you see a brother out here doing that kind of stuff, I'm so here for that. But to me, if I was him, I would have requested payment after I found that out. Like, you would have had to pay me.
Lorenzo, I feel like that's GOAT behavior. Okay, we're talking about Chris has people talking about him on Lifetime. Okay, you got to really buy that service. It don't really come with your cable package like that all the time. But she's made national news and got all the funding from this national news, manager funding and you don't think that's GOAT behavior? But Chris,
no, I did say she is the GOAT of stupidity.
And Chris is the GOAT of
misogyny.
Okay.
No. Please don't disrespect my boy Chris like that, please.
Then what would you call Lorenzo?
He is just a GOAT. Let's leave it like that. He doesn't need any other title.
He can be the GOAT. He can be the GOAT.
For the lady,
and that's cool. But to me, it's a hot mess. And as a Black woman, I am embarrassed.
No, stop saying that. Why are you embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed
because we can read and we know that Gorilla Glue is not Gorilla Snot, and it does not got to be glued. We have common sense to know that when she went to the store and she bought that, it was to put together back a piece of furniture. We are not so stupid to believe that she did not know the purpose of that damn glue.
And that hair is an extension of skin because it grows out of your scalp.
And not to mention, you had to go to Home Depot, Lowe's, I don't know.
And you know what? She might just be.
You can get Gorilla Glue at Walmart. So that, and first of all, why are we even use anything called Gorilla Snot anyway? Because I feel like that's a microaggression. Like, I don't want to use anything that's gonna refer me to an animal, especially a gorilla.
I think it's the strength of it.
No, bump that. I don't. The Gorilla Snot.
Come on, T.
I knew you was gonna do it for me, girl. I knew you was gonna do. You wasn't gonna You was gonna hold on to Friday.
The same tendencies.
The Friday before Mardi Gras.
A Gorilla Glue girl, she has been the GOAT on a macro level. Where my grandmother's like, "Oh my God, have you heard of that?" And if I said something about Chris, she's like, "Well, what's that? Who's that? What's married at what?" She's surpassing, the GOAT, in my opinion.
I have to say, she's doing her thing.
She's crazy.
She's doing her thing. She's making her money. Like props to her. She is playing the game.
But not on the same level as Chris.
I think
no. She's on another level doing her thing. But the issue is she cannot fool me. She can only fool those who are fools.
Absolutely, but she's also making a fool of herself.
It's like the same.
Look. Remember, people would do anything for money. People would do anything for clout.
Are we making a fool of ourselves? Like, at what cost do I embarrass myself, make myself look like I'm a narcissist or manipulative, or that I don't have common sense in pages, instance, and don't have any self-esteem? At what cost? I don't want to be walking on the street and be like, "Oh, you that stupid girl that did the Gorilla Glue. Oh, you that stupid girl that keep fooling with Chris." I don't care if I'm an actress or not. What you ain't gonna do is have me looking stupid. That's probably that's on TV.
Yeah, that's
Talisa Ray.
That's true.
Talisa Ray, please don't take it personal.
I'm not taking it personally. I'm just saying these people have to think about the effect of what they're they're doing. There is for
Like,
every
cause this show's
there is
gonna be
an
over.
effect. For every action, there is a reaction. And so we need to think about that.
No.
And unfortunately, we live in a society that condones this idiotic behavior,
and they're never gonna forget
in whatever way.
They're never gonna forget. Just like Kim K, no matter how much good she do in the world, she always
You know, he just answered it.
Like it's like the people with the McDonald's thing. The reason there's a caution hot on the coffee
So
at
Lisa
McDonald's,
Ray, you just answered it.
You know coffee's hot. You know you can burn yourself, but you sued McDonald's and got millions, so now they have to put a caution hot on the coffee pot. It's common sense that people refuse to use and choose not to use in order to gain monetary value. But at what price? It's honestly like you're for sale.
Yeah.
At what price can you be bought? And
you guys, I do have to go. You know, I thought I was gonna be here for 20 minutes, T. And I ended up here. I went 30.
Look, you ain't the only one.
I'm gonna go in bed. I'll be in the chat though.
I'm about to go to y'all.
Shout out to Busy Blue.
Thank you, Busy Blue. Y'all go follow my page. Go follow Busy Blue. I'm gonna throw it when I get my license, I'm gonna throw all these people in the comments in the description box. Okay, what happened to Kelsey?
She said bye. Yes.
Why? What happened?
She got school. Jordan said she got 4.0, so she said she gotta get hers too.
Oh, I missed all of
that. No. I'll see y'all later. Love you. I'll be in the comments.
Bye, Busy Blue, because we've been on here for 2:20. I'm gonna get off in 10 more minutes. We're gonna close out. What happened, Kelsey? Girl. Okay, it's just us left. It's just us.
Yes. The only thing I'm gonna say, please don't take these people's actions so personal. Like, remember, we are living in a social media influence time where TikTok is the news outlet, and people have different morals. If people are already sleeping with people for money, what makes you think putting Gorilla Glue on your head is so extreme?
Listen, the fact that you would want to demean yourself publicly, I don't care what you do, you can sleep with as many people as you want to, but now you have put that Gorilla Glue on yourself, and now everybody, and here's where the issue kind of really lies, right? What happens is these people end up being representation for the Black community when other people are looking, right? So they get to see and get to perpetuate whatever their belief system about us is, where they are not the norm. They're not even the exception. So that's where my problem lies, because now you are nationally known as an idiot that used Gorilla Glue on your head. And people who are not Black people are saying, can look and see like, oh, well, this is what all Black people are stupid. They don't have common sense to separate us. And that's my
Somebody already started a challenge though. After the Gorilla Glue girl, there's a Gorilla Glue challenge or something of that sort.
My sisters, let's stop worrying about other people. We are a great people. We come from a rich history. To me personally, I don't care what other people think about us. Like we need to.
Are right, but we have to try and control the narrative as best we can, because we're already doing twice the work to get half of what they have. And I get what you're saying, Lorenzo. I do. Honestly, I do. I kind of try to stay in my own space. But the moment that these are my personal, like I would never probably, if I hadn't had this whole bottle of wine, y'all probably would never have known how I felt about that. I probably would never have talked about it. But the simple fact of the matter is, this is how we are represented. This is how people are seeing us and what they think of us. And yes, we should only concern ourselves with ourselves. But the problem with that is you should be reaching down and lifting someone up, helping someone to get to a place where they don't look stupid, where they understand what their actions do. But that's just me. But I hear you, Lorenzo. We're gonna have to, find a line here, because I understand where you're coming from about minding our own business and living our life. But as as a community, we have a responsibility. Ask your brother. I asked him to get us some food. Ask your brother. It's late. Tell him, go in there and knock on the door. So bottom line, social media is not for everyone. People will do anything for 5 minutes of fame and attention. And I'm just really glad that when I was younger, I didn't have all of these problems with social media. So any final thoughts on what is it we're doing? Married at First Sight, because we done went all around the world and
I was just going to say that I think that Paige, from what we're seeing, because like Lorenzo said, they're actors, whatever. From what we're seeing, I feel like Paige doesn't know what she wants. She's projecting or moving in a manner of what other people are telling her what she should want, instead of her walking in what she wants in a relationship or in life. She's walking in what other people are telling her that she should want, which is why she focuses so hard on the Bible and God. Oh my gosh, this happened because God must have wanted it to happen, instead of thinking for herself. So I think Paige doesn't think for herself necessarily. I think she just thinks how people are telling her to think. If that makes sense.
Because I was doing a million things, I'm sure that it made sense, Jordy. I heard a little bit of it. I feel so bad, but I heard a little bit of it. How about you, Brendo?
To me, it's everybody needs to get off my boy Chris. Let's just leave the GOAT be the GOAT. Stop being so sensitive. Since the matchmaking episode, everybody's been raging over him. But do you know what? It's probably what needed to happen in order to make, the show so popular now. Everybody with their mother making reviews about the show. And also about the baby. Like, I don't think it's his fault. Like, if he had sex with his ex before the show, it's nothing to do, it's nobody else's business. Until you get married, you go down that aisle and you sign the papers, that's when your relationship begins. So yeah, shout out to my boy Cliff Washington, shout out to my boy Chris Defense League, here to represent.
Chris Defense League. The one thing I'm gonna agree with you on, because I said it in my video, was the fact that it was 6 weeks prior. And Disco Sprinkles just said unprotected sex is not smart, and there is a risk. And I'm gonna say 6 weeks ago, I mean, we all have made mistakes, right? Ex-fiance, fiance, whatever they are, like, we've done it. So I'm gonna agree with you there and say I do believe that it was pre-her. I don't know if he knew before the show. I don't know when he found out, but I do think that he has a responsibility he needs to bow out gracefully because he has a baby. Why continue to put her through that? Because now you see that she's not going to make the decision to leave because she wants her bag just like he wants his. When it comes to
Lisa Ray, sorry for cutting you, but I have a real good feeling that there's going to be a twist to this pregnancy
might be
question.
Maybe she's going to have a miscarriage or something.
Near
Not
the
that
end.
I'm wishing that on her, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm wishing it on her, but maybe that's something that's going to happen. But even still, I don't think that they need to be together. I think that that he has not held her in the best light. He's already said that he doesn't like her. The daddy likes her, right? It just seems like just so not a good position for Paige to be in. And I really want her in her acting role, as y'all would say. I want her to act out that I don't want to be with him no more. Okay, that I need him gone. Period. She coming on the show. Kimberly Patterson says she's coming on the show, so I can't wait to see. What you want me to stop? What I do? What I say? I must have said something. Oh, it must have been about the 6 weeks prior. But it's the truth. I'm dating somebody. I go and I say I want to be on Ready to Love. Them people, everybody had a baby. I want to be on Ready to Love. I was dating somebody. I'm pregnant. But when I get there and I'm pregnant, I'm gonna say I'm pregnant. That's the only difference. Where's the pregnant girlfriend and the paternity test? Chris and Paige should not be together because he does not want her. Oh, okay. No, I agree. He doesn't want her, and I think that it is their obligation to go their separate ways for their own sanity. The liquor has definitely hit me because the bottle, like I said, is empty, and now I'm like talking in circles. Y'all, listen. I appreciate y'all, and I think as long as I ain't got no dates on Friday, what kind of dates I'm gonna have? But it's COVID. What kind of dates am I gonna have? But if I do have a date, as long as I like Thursdays because nobody else is on Thursday and it'd be a million of y'all in here. But Friday was good too. And my intent was the 5 o'clock hour. But y'all just be looking for me, okay? Because we're gonna come back next. I think Fridays is a good day. Y'all think Fridays is a good day? Will you be here, Jordy, on Friday? Lorenzo, I know you'll be busy, but if you can, why am I doing this with the bottle?
Friday, I will definitely be here because Friday, no work tomorrow.
Okay.
And also, shout out to all the Rare Sunshines.
Yeah, shout out Ray of Sunshine. Jordy, you want to sing the I feel like a ray of sunshine. You know,
feel like a ray of sunshine.
Thank you, Jordy. Thank you. Look, Cliff in here talking about Lorenzo. You was great. Cliff, sit down. Okay, sit down, Cliff. But you did represent yourself very well. I think we all understand now why you believe he is the GOAT. I love y'all in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Y'all, we going to bed. It's only 9:30 here, though. I know it's like 12:30 and 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, it's 12:30 here.
Yeah,
12:30.
It's late
or, I
y'all.
mean, how do you guys say the time? So, 12:30. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, 12:30,
Yeah.
12:30, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think most CDL are the greatest. Listen, okay, y'all. Good night. Busy Blue, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night and good morning to all.
Yeah, what time is it where you are, Lorenzo? What time is it?
5:36 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
you up too early for Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You should go to bed.
No, I've already slept. So I woke up.
At 5:30 in the morning, it's Saturday, 5:30 a.m., right?
No, yes. I woke up around 4. And then I checked my phone. Okay, I had to come on.
But why at that early? I'm sleeping on Saturday at that hour.
I had an earlier show with a few of my friends talking about an incident with the Jamaican artist and Munta Baruka. So we're giving our sent.
So you be going live with your face?
No, because if I go live with my face, my name's already known throughout these YouTube worlds. And I don't want any attempts of being cancelled. Really?
I feel like you gaslighting right now, but it's okay.
No, I'm in these YouTube streets. I've had videos being made about me.
Really?
And I had Married at First Sight.
What happened?
Like you should go to Little Black
What's your channel?
91.
I go to Little Black Book 91. I love him.
If you just type Lorenzo Jacobs, his video will come out.
Look at me.
But what is your channel? Because you say you was talking about Munta Baruka.
Just Lorenzo Jacobs.
Oh, I see.
But my logo is in it's an orange.
I see. Okay.
Well, we want to see your face. So
no, don't worry, you will very soon.
Okay.
When Black Jesus comes back, and which will be very soon.
Have a good night, everyone. I'm gone.
Good night.
Bye, Talisa.
We're hanging up. We're going. It's 12:30. Go to bed and study for the weekend, okay? And y'all, I'm putting Jordy's information in the description box as well as Kelsey's from last week, like I did. So there you go. Boom. I love y'all. Good night.